We got 18K. Hello? Is anybody out there? We're late. We're so late. We're 12 minutes late. Oh, I gotta change the scene. Whoa. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Yeah, we're late. I had to put my daughter down for bed. Had to get her all ready for bedtime. So here we are. I think the chat should be working. If not, I might have to fix it. Hold on. Can we get the chat to work? Let's see if we can fix it here. Hold on. Is it working? Is our chat working? Somebody type something in chat so I know that it's working. Because I don't know what's going on. Oh, there it is. All right, we're back. Yo, what's going on, Fearless? How are you? Oh, man. Collector. Yo, Jaretzel's in the chat. What's going on, you legend? How are you? Is sub-only mode supposed to be on? Subscriber mode? I think, yeah. I think we always do sub-only chat, always. Because if you just hit the subscribe button, you can chat. There's no delay. Mickey, what's going on? What's up, Light Rain? Robert, what's up? Ice Cold Dots. Yo, what's going on? Oh, everybody's pouring in now. Just pulled the Crown Rare. All right. No spoilers, okay? I'm kind of going in blind, low-key. Just pulled the Crown Rare. Yo, what's up, Cunning? How you doing, man? We're going to dive right in. I know we're probably not going to have that many people on the stream because we didn't start early and we didn't do like a lead up. So I apologize, but we'll be live for a couple hours at least. We're going to test out the new cards. We're going to open a bunch of packs. How long till the set? The new set is out. Pokebomb, how are you, man? Yo, what's up, Cades? Josh, yeah. It's out right now, man. And we're going to open up packs. we're going to open up a lot. I guess it's going to make us open a couple of singles first. So let's just dive in. This is going to be like kind of a live review because I haven't seen many of the cards. How are we, boss? We're doing all right. We're doing good tonight. Feeling good. First pack, Nimona, right off the bat. There is a new... Oh, I see a full art. First pack full art. The first pack Magic. Absolutely insane. Wuchi, Loki, goated against Hydreigon. All right, we'll take a look at it. Random battles resetting is cool. That is cool. What's up, Michael? What's going on, guys? All right, Nimona. Art to backs. That's right. So we're probably getting a back Excalibur. We'll wait and see what it is. This is 50 for 2 energies. A new Graveyard. So shot 30. Discard a card from your hand if you can't. Okay, all right. First pack Magic, yo, Namek, what's going on? Glad to see you streaming. I'm glad to be live, man. Very glad. Yo, man, just in case the title is wrong. Oh, okay, all right. that might be a reason why some people aren't coming in here. Okay, let me modify the title. Let's change this to Paldean Wonders. Yo, Pokebomb, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate that over on Twitch. Thank you, son. Thank you. Paldean Wonders release stream. Okay. Thank you for letting me know the title was wrong. Yeah. You gotta love it. Haven't been live in quite some time. So there you go. Title should be fixed now. Pokebomb with the sub. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Graveyard. New Wiglet. Shout out to Wiglet. Oh, it's a full art Golden Go. Okay. First pack. The set is out. The set is out right now, Zach. So you got to get in there. That's right, Moist. New set time. Full art Golden Go. I love that effect, actually. I love that background. Golden Go is interesting. We'll test it out. We'll build some stuff around it. The new Orthworm, I think, might go pretty well with Golden Go. We'll have to see. The streamer luck is unreal. I'd Prime sub if I was on my PC. If you're still live in like an hour and a half or so, I might be able to get on the sub. Yo, I appreciate that, Wolf. No stress. I'll be live, probably. I'll be live. Reprinting some porters now. We've reached a new low. Yeah, the art reprints are definitely a little disappointing. I think a lot of people might be disappointed by that, but a lot of the new cards are pretty exciting. I think there's one card in particular that's going to completely change the metagame, so we're going to have to see how that card does, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. All right. One more single, and then we'll get into some 10-pack pulls. Let's see if we get another rare card, actually. Toad's cool. All right. Nothing crazy here. Oh, I love this card. Look at this. Pomo and Pikachu. Okay, so it might be getting a new Tinkertuff. New Penny. Okay, new supporter here. New supporter. Look at a random supporter card that's not Penny from your opponent's deck and shuffle it back into their deck. Use the effect of that card as the effect of this card. Okay. All right, interesting. Big Air Balloon. Okay, new 2 card. The stage 2 Pokemon this card is attached to has no retreat. Interesting. We're going to have to look into that. Stage 2 Pokemon with free retreat could be relevant. That could be a big deal, actually. Big air balloon. We'll have to see. And nothing off the top of my head really rings off free retreat, because this is no retreat. So like even something that has like a retreat cost of 4 can now have free retreat, which is kind of a big deal. That penny card was in another set, wasn't it? I think so. I think Penny was from a few sets ago. Never saw play. But interesting that they reprinted it. Team Stargrunt or whatever. All right, we'll take a look. Again, we're going in kind of blind, so I have to review these cards as we see them, pretty much. But we'll do that. And then after I go live tonight, I'll record an actual set review, and I will we'll upload that to YouTube. Penny was from EV Grove, that's right. Yeah. I was reading it, I was like, I'm pretty sure I've read this ability before, this effect before, but I wasn't too sure if it was like slightly different from the old Penny. Penny and Iono are reprints, okay. Maschiff, Kilowattrel, okay, so 40 for 1, sure. Another Graveyard. Quaxley, we've seen. Arvin, okay, and we pull the Arvin. So we've already seen what Arvin does. I'm actually excited for Arvin. Maddie, Penny, and Iono are reprints. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. So Iono's in the set too. All right, I mean, that's fine. Tinkaton, Clodsire, Muddy Hammer, 70. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Okay. Smoliv, there he is. I love Smoliv. He looks hilarious. Oh, man, I want to see what Arboliva does. Char Cadet, okay. Punch, cool. Arctibax, another Wiglet. Reverum, Poison Gas, 50. And Poison, okay. Mabostiff, Wild Tackle, 110, 22 itself. All right, more filler cards. Big Balloon for the Megas from Crimson Blaze, that could be true. Grafai, colorful attack, 1 colorless, 30. If your Pokemon in play have 3 or more different types of energy attached, this attack does 60 more? Ooh, that's really interesting. Yes, the set is live, Arthro. Trainer getting reprints, yeah. We're probably going to see more of that as time goes on. This Grafai is actually interesting. Crocolore. You got to see what Skeledirge does. Finizen? Sure. Okay, so Toad's Cruel here. Fighting type, Stun Spore 70, flip aheads if... Okay, all right. Coin flip paralysis. Okay, here's the new Palmont. We get a full art. 140, so not a decent amount of HP, not too bad. 100, discard and lightning for only 2 lightning. It's kind of crazy. We could combo off for 180 with this thing, with Nimona. It's kind of gas, actually. That's kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. All right. I mean, that thing's going to be kind of terrifying. Okay, new Wooper, Wattrel, sure. Crocolore again. And a full art Wooper, nice. I think all of the full arts and stuff are reprints in this set, from what I've heard. Miraidon, Lightning Laser, 60, does 32 on your opponent's benched. Not good. New Mankey, 10. Okay, so Fury Swipes, 10 for each coin, 3 coins. Wooper, okay, new Florigato. This is what I was interested in. Because the old Florigato we had is like really not good. So this one's definitely better. It's 1 energy, but it's 30 damage. I was actually low-key hoping for like a 40 damage for 1 energy. I knew that would be kind of a stretch, but just 10 damage off from KOing at Dino with weakness. So it might still be worth to play this in Meowscarada, maybe if we're playing like Giovanni's or something. All arts are reprints from IRL TCG. Yeah, I kind of assumed that was going to be the case from the trailer, not going to lie. Florigato, okay, all right. And then Ceruledge, which we've seen before, so 140 to EXs. It's not a great card. Mabostiff, Primeape, 30 plus. Does demo? Don't we already have this card? Do we already have Rage Primeape? Smoliv, Finizen again. Another Palmont, okay. Wug Trio, Triple Whip, 30 for 3 coins. Okay, I mean, sure. Tadbulb, interesting. No EXs yet, other than the Golden Go full art. You can play that Stage 1 Stadium to boost for 10 damage. That is true, actually. That is an oddly specific tech, but could be kind of broken, actually. Now that you say that, that's very interesting. Abuchin, okay. Binding Greed. During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon cost 2 more colorless energies. I mean, that's a really strong effect. 4 energies, though. I mean, you could play it with Leafeon and then just kind of sweep through. Honestly, this card might just be able to solo sweep through Hydreigon. But it's the defending Pokemon, so they can just go into a second Hydreigon. So I don't think this card's actually good. Rabsca, Psybeam 80 with Confusion, sure. New Tandemaus. Watch Roll, another Mankey, and Low Kicks. 1 dark, 80 for 1 dark. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. All right, never mind. Okay. Palmot one-shot Absol. Palmot one-shot's a lot of things, man, with Nemona, but it's a big combo, you know? Because, I mean, you could play like Zero Aura. You could get the rare candy combo. You could get Nemona. It's like a 4 or 5 card combo, but 180 on turn 2 is kind of crazy. Not going to lie. Bramblin. All right. Bombardier. Fly for 3 colorless. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. All right, then. If tails during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. All right. And then Palafin. That's right. I forgot Palafin. 130. Jet Punch. 50 for 3. Also does 50 to one of your opponent's bench. That card's horrible. I guess not. It's water. So I guess, I don't know. I want you to feel hyped about Pocket, but it feels forced. Honestly, looks like the worst set. Everybody says every set is the worst, so I don't believe any of that. Every set only really has like a couple of cards that really change the meta, so you know, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I haven't seen any of the new EXs, quite frankly, but I am excited for Meowscarada. Golden Go, I'm a little bit. I don't think that's gonna be I don't think that's gonna be too meta. Palmot's interesting, but it's just not anything that requires a supporter to kind of use the full effect is never gonna be like meta. But I know there's a bunch more stuff in this set. We've just yet to get anything that I haven't really seen yet, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm always hyped when new cards come out, though. I'm not. I wish they didn't just reprint like all of the arts. Like that's obviously disappointing, but I don't really care too much about arts. Squawkabilly, quick attack 30. Flip a coin if heads. This attack does 30 more. That's 2 colors. Bramblegast, continuous tumble 60. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 60 damage for each heads. That's crazy. Just a 1 KO Bramblegast meta. Seeing Iono and Penny get reprinted kind of makes me want to stop playing. Oh, here we go. All right, Baxcalibur. Once Ice Maker ability, 140, stage 2. Once during your turn, you may take a water energy from your energy zone, and I accidentally pushed it along. Oh, was that just 1 energy? Was that Gardevoir's effect? Is that what that was? Was that just a Gardevoir? I accidentally skipped the card, but I'll have to go back and read it. Quaquaval. All right, here's another new one. If this Pokemon's remaining HP is 50 or less, attack used by this Pokemon do 60 more damage to your opponent's active. I mean, it's got 150 HP, so that's actually fairly likely. I don't think it's that good because it's 3 energies. If it was like 2 energies, it'd be fine. But 150, I mean, you're going to take a hit and then be able to deal full damage. I don't like that card, quite frankly. Water Gardevoir. Water Gardevoir is a big deal, quite frankly. I'll have to look and see what we can use, like Palkia. You could run like Palkia with it. That could be crazy. We'll have to wait and see. So Titan, 150. 4 energy Ice Punch. We're getting a lot of filler cards here. Baxcalibur is very interesting, though. That's a very interesting card. Flip a coin if heads, paralysis for 4. Okay, then. Dolive, and another Floragato, and Relor. Flip a coin until you get heads. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. Or flip it until you get tails. Colorless on this thing? I mean, sometimes it does no damage, but this thing's crazy, actually. No one's going to play that, but that could be hilarious. And then Nemona. Yeah, we already have that. Dash Bun. Play raw 50. Flip a coin of heads. 50 more. More filler. Flamigo. More filler. Bombardier. We've seen that. Citadel. Technically better than Watervore because it can KO Ori if you ramp itself. That is true. That is true. Chienpao and Palkia potentially. Okay, yeah. Chienpao we'll have to see. Yet to see Chienpao yet. Here's the full art Mousehold. The old reused full art. Scovillain. Oh, we get a rainbow in here. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a grass or steel type Pokemon, it does 40 more damage. What? What a random card. Okay. Silazar. Driving Buddy. 40 if you played a supporter card this turn from your hand. 60 more. But for 3 colorless. So, again, not bad. Okay, all right. Shiny Tinkaton. Shiny Tinkaton. Terrific Thumping. 80. Yeah, we know what Tinkaton does. I don't think Tinkaton will ever be relevant. I just don't think that's a good card. Nemona, Relor, Charcadet, Flittle, Tatsugiri, a new one, Rally Back. So, okay, so it's Marshadow, but water type. All right, what's up, Caitlin? How you doing? Which Brigatito? Definitely the new one. Yeah, definitely the new one. Can't wait for the podcast, breaking the set down with Maddie and the boys. Let's go. I'm excited. Veluza, 4 energies. Shredding Spiral, 90. If you have no cards in your deck, this attack can be used for 1 energy. What? What? What a random card. Dolive, Crocolore, Nimble, U-turn. Okay. Okay, yeah, Baxcalibur. Here we go. Yeah. From your energy zone, attach it to the water Pokemon in the active. Okay, so it only works for water Pokemon, and it's got to be the active Pokemon. There's definitely some things where this could be relevant. I'm not going to lie. I just don't know what it is off the top of my head. I mean, like, you could even play this with, like, Gyarados. Palkia is interesting. Like, this is not a bad card. I don't know if there's anything that really needs the extra energy, but, like, you know, just like you go, like, turn 2 Greninja on the bench, like, you could go turn 2 Baxcalibur on the bench and just attack a turn earlier. You know, it could be strong. Could be strong. Fido, Quaxel, Splashing Turn, okay. Nemona, Bramblin, Spidops. Bind down 40 during your opponent's next turn, and the defending Pokemon can't retreat. It's 1 energy. This does KO a Dino. Not that anyone would play it, but Balloon for free retreat maybe as well. Yeah, dude, Balloon's crazy. Capsicid, Bombardier, Orthworm. Yeah, okay. This is what I saw here. Iron Supply. So for 1 metal, does 10, and then you generate an additional metal. But this thing's a basic with 100 HP. 100 HP. This might be the move for Golden Go. It might be the move. It's an interesting card. Really not a bad card. If you go second, this card slaps. Interesting. This is a very interesting card. Skeledirge. Okay, all right. Hold on. Passionate Voice ability. Okay, so just like Baxcalibur, stage 2, 150 fire type, but, you know, probably a bench ability. Once during your turn, you may discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. In order to use this ability during this turn, attacks used by your fire Pokemon do 50 plus damage to your opponent's active. Wow, okay. Okay, so you have to attach one to Skeledirge, and then, but if you discard it, then you can just Flame Patch it right back. So, like, the ability is really not that bad at all in a Flame Patch deck. What are we playing this with? Plus 50? We'll have to look into that. We'll have to look into that. Plus 50 is a lot, bro. Interesting. Plus 50 damage? Strange. Very strange, bro. Like, why? Like, Blaziken's gonna hit for like 190 if we were gonna do that. It's like kind of a crazy Pokemon. Chimpao only doing 20 damage. Why does Chimpao only do 20? All right. We need to see more EX cards. I've yet to see some EX cards. Hopefully we pull some. Hopefully they're good as well. Yeah, you definitely use it with Flame Patch. Yo, what's up, Ziggo? How are you? You'll see something new there that can work with it. Okay. I hope I do. Hope I do. Got some more packs coming. We got a lot of... It's going to be a max opening tonight. The basic summons basic to the bench, too. Oh, does it? It's got like a call for family attack. All right, let's see. What do we got in this pack? What do we got? Another full art Sprigatito, Citadel, Cetitan, Tarantula, and full art Graveyard. Yeah, the full arts are a little disappointing because I've already seen all these arts when they came out in the official TCG set, but Fuecoco, okay. Put a random basic Pokemon from your deck onto your bench. I mean, sure. I don't think we ever want Skeledirge in the active, but it is interesting. Electric Generator, guys. Okay. So anybody that's telling me that this set is disappointing or whatever, I think this card specifically has the potential to completely change the entire landscape of the metagame. I don't know if people fully understand how strong this card is. Like, this is like effectively Misty, but it's just like, it doesn't stack, of course, but it's an item card. Like, you flip a coin. If heads, take an energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your benched lightning Pokemon. The reason this is relevant because we have like Elemental Switch, and yeah, like this card is crazy. This is gonna be crazy, bro. I don't think people are fully aware of what's going on. Because you could play like Cleffa Ampharos and just get like turn 2 Mega Ampharos ready to go. Even if like you're going first, that's just Ampharos. You could play this with anything. You can play this with literally anything. You can use it on yourself and hit for 120, but then you would need the extra energy to do so. or Flame Patch. That seems a bit much for a card that relies on coin flips. Nah, what do you mean? The strongest, it's just free. It's just free. It's just a no cost energy. Like that's effectively ridiculous. This is crazy. This is wild. this is ridiculous. Aggro Ramp Electric. Dude, you're going to be able to get 3 energies in like 1 turn on a bench Pokemon. I don't know what there is to use this with. We'll have to just test it. We'll have to find stuff. But like, this is crazy. This is a crazy card. You can use this turn 1. So you just play baby Pokemon and you could just go turn 1 and attack with whatever. Raikou. You can just go turn 1 Raikou. Isn't Raikou's attack 2 energies? Lightning's nuts. Like with this, you could play Pichu. We have Electrical Cord to conserve lightning energies. We have Zero Aura. We have Elemental Switch. Like lightning decks are about to get absolutely insane. Reminder to auto battle for your hourglasses. All right. Annihilate. Dynamite Punch. 1 fighting energy, 90 damage. And this attack also does 30 to itself. Yeah, it's not great. It's not a great card. It's pretty funny, but Hydreigon does 130. This is effectively a Hydreigon if it did 40 less damage. Don't love it. Tatsugiri, Arctibax, Relor, Arctibax, and Gimmighoul. This is a new Gimmighoul. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. Yes, so you're going to play this in Golden Go, which is crazy, because then you could just go turn 1. If you go second, like, this makes Gimmighoul a lot better. Or not Gimmighoul, this makes Golden Go a lot better, because sometimes you're just going to pop off turn 1. Which is interesting. It's a crazy card. Quaxley, Tinkatink. Paldean Taurus. Toxtricity, maybe. I don't think Toxtricity is worth playing ever. People complained about Ice Pop, so they made a different version. Well, at least it's very specific. Like Ice Pop, the thing that's annoying about Ice Pop is that there's no condition to it. You can play it in any deck. So Ice Pop's like inherently ridiculous. Like this is just buffing certain decks, like very certain Pokemon, which is going to be a big change to the meta. Trust me, you're going to get Electrical Generator turn 1 and you're going to be so angry. You're going to be so upset about it. You're going to be like, why does he have 3 energies on his first turn? Veluza, Wooper, Tatsugiri. Florigato, Maschiff, Dundozo, Giga Impact, terrible card. Team Star Grunt. Okay, here's a supporter we haven't seen. Discard a random energy from among the energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon that have an ability. Okay, so it's guaranteed though. This is guaranteed. So you just discard a random energy from your opponent's Pokemon that have abilities. I mean, I don't think that's useful for Hydreigon, particularly, as we know, because it's just going to... he's never going to be sitting there with energies. What else have abilities? So no Mega Pokemon, Suicune, things like Giratina, Mimikyu. Like, this is probably a pretty useful card, actually. That's kind of crazy. Are they still nerfing Suicune? Who knows? Oh, we get a full art. Tadbulb. Quaxley. Is it another Golden Go? Armarouge. Okay. EX. We have not seen this card before. We have not seen this. This Pokemon takes minus 30 damage from attacks. Armor. Its ability is just called Armor. Why is it just called Armor? What? They couldn't think of like another card, like another word to put there. Thank God they didn't print a supporter that could be used against Hydreigon. Yeah, thank God. That is designed for Ninjaping and Ori. Yeah, Oricorio. It's going to be good for Hydreigon in your tourney this weekend because Suicune usually smacks it down. That is true. Hydreigon could play that card. Okay, Armarouge. So it takes 30 less damage from attack. Stage 1, 140. Okay, so it's living in attack regardless. 120, discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. Double colorless, though. Double colorless? Bro, you could turbo this thing like nothing. Double colorless? Armarouge is one of those that could work with Skeletors? Maybe. I think you play Armarouge. I think this is a turbo card. You could play the new train. You could play Training Arena, hit for 130. I mean, 130 is not amazing, but it's a decent amount. It's kind of enough, I would say. But you could do, this is 2 colorless energies. You could play this in anything. You could play Electric Generator with this. You could play Zeraora Electric Generator and Elemental Switch with baby Pokemon. You could get this thing going on turn 2 so free. So free. That's crazy. That's actually not a bad card. It's not a bad card. The issue with Hydreigon, though, is that so if they get a Lucky Ice Pop, and they don't get a second one, they're at 140, right? I think they're at 140, so it's going to be real tricky to really do enough damage here. But we're living a hit from anything regardless because of armor. The minus 30 from attacks is actually kind of a big deal. You're immune to like Chingling and baby damage. Electric Generator only lightning? Yeah, I know. This says 2 colorless and its attack cost. So you just generate a lightning Pokemon on the bench. You would play this in... Generator will work with this. You just don't use it on this Pokemon. You just use it on a lightning Pokemon and then move the energy. You know what I mean? Because it's got 2 colorless. So you could just... Any way that you have to generate energies will work on this. You know what I mean? Electric Generator isn't going to be used to power up the Pokemon necessarily that you're trying to attack with. It's just going to be used to generate energies. And then you can just move them. You know what I mean? Because we have Elemental Switch. This is not a bad card. I actually like that card. We'll have to test it. There's Mesagosa, as we've seen, and a shiny Golden Go. Okay. Armarouge is interesting. Seems like an unnecessary step, as now you have to transfer that energy over. Yeah, but so? Like, you get to attack on the turn earlier. You know what I mean? That's the difference. And then you could just, or not, or you could just play this with lightning Pokemon. You could just do it with whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying. Electric Generator makes Ori a splashable attacker. That is true. You could just play Armarouge or Oricorio. You can play Armarouge or Oricorio, and you're chilling. And you play Fire Energies and you play Pichu with Oricorio and Armarouge. Probably broken. Feels like a stage 1 Blaziken. Aggro Jolteon is about to go nuts. Yeah, dude, I forgot about Jolteon. But you can't use Generator unless you evolve. So I don't know. There's a lot of problems with Jolteon. I don't know if Generator is the card we want for it, but yeah, we'll have to see. Ampharos sounds interesting. I like Ampharos a bit, honestly, because I think a big problem with Ampharos was that you needed to get the Pokemon, but you also needed the energies. It was a 3 energy attacker, and it's really the only thing like that in the game. Ampharos is something we're going to test initially with Generator, because that's crazy. It's just a crazy card. I have pulled the Worm. Orthworm seems interesting as well. You could play Magneton or Armarouge. You definitely could. With E-switches. Could be fun. You got to be careful, though, because of the prize math, but... Gimme-go, we have the Fart. Annihilate. What are the EXs? We've seen Armarouge, and we know Golden Go and Meowscarada. I don't know anything else yet. Here's the Iono reprint. Quaxwell. Tinglu, my boy. I love Tinglu. Arrogant Impact. 3 fighting. 130 if this Pokemon's remaining HP 60 or less. This attack does nothing. It's the worst card ever made. Shout out to Tinglu. They made him literally the worst card in the game. B1 Eevee lets you evolve off the Jump Maddie. That is true. That's a phenomenal point. But it also is only to the bench, though. So that doesn't make sense. Because you can't Generator to the active. And you can't evolve Eevee unless it's in the active. So I don't think that makes sense. You can play baby Pokemon, though. But you wouldn't be able to do it all in one turn. New Wiglet. Word. The stage 1 for Meowscarada was weak, right? It was 30 damage for 1. You can only evolve on the jump on the active. That's right. Squawkabilly. Flamigo. Kilowattrel. Okay. We gotta have some more EXs. We've only seen one new one so far. I assume there's at least one more. Stage 1's for Meowscarada. Oh, sorry. Fair, yeah. Quaxwell, Wattrel, Low Kicks. Basic Giratina is definitely worse than Tinglu. Maybe it is. That card's bad, bro. Oh, Chienpao EX. All right, there we are. Okay. All right, here's the Water type EX. Basic, Water, 130 HP, so quite low. 20 damage. Okay, I get what you're saying here. So 20 damage for 1. All right. Yeah, 20's rough. Why is it 20 damage? Should at least be 30. Diving Icicles, 3 water energy. Discard all water energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 130 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So 130 to a bench. Don't we have a card like this, but not a basic? I think this card's really not good at all, sadly. Which is, I guess I don't really care because it's a water type, but this card is not good, I don't think. I mean, it's not bad in the sense that, like, I don't know. It's got 130 HP, bro. We can't be playing this. I guess you could play Stadium to give it 20 more. What are we playing with this? I don't know. So this will be useful. I mean, it's not even that bad, I guess, because you could just play... I don't even know. You could... It's a win condition. So 130 to the bench is fine. You just want to pair this with something that doesn't need a bunch of energies. 2 energy attack theory prevails. That is exactly correct here. Although I think Electric Generator has a chance to change that for Lightning Pokemon. But this card doesn't seem good to me. The first attack sucks because you can't KO baby Pokemon. You only have 130 HP, so you need to play Cape or Stadium to not get KO'd by everything. And then you discard all energies. I just don't like this card. It might find its way into a deck as like a one of, but I don't like this. New backs with it? How are we using new Baxcalibur with this? You would need double Baxcalibur because it's 3 energies and you discard all. So you can't even back-to-back attack with Baxcalibur. It doesn't work. You would need double Baxcalibur to do that. I guess you could attack a turn earlier with Baxcalibur, but how are you can't keep doing it. You know what I mean? Because you just attach for the turn and then Baxcalibur gives you 1 more and then you're at 2 energies. So it's not good. It's not good. I don't think so. I don't know unless I'm missing something. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get double Baxcalibur on the bench. And even then, like 130, the issue isn't Mega Pokemon setting up on the bench and stuff. The issue is Hydreigon. You're definitely Misty if you play this card. Well, and then it's just bad then. It's just not good. Bramblin, another Mousehold. Okay, I'm a little disappointed in Qianpao. That card had potential. Qianpao's a broken Pokemon. Just play Misty, win turn 1. I mean, that is effectively somewhat true. Squawk ability, another Mesagosa. Electric Generator is one of 2 golden cards, so they know it's pushed. Yeah, no. Electric Generator is the only thing that I even care about at this point. That's completely... It's a broken card. That card's crazy, dude. We're gonna have to test that. That's good. That's the meta changer. I haven't seen anything else to me that's standout. Like Meowscarada's got like tier 1.5, tier 2 potential. It could be good into Hydreigon, so we'll test it. But I'm gonna need one of you guys to play Hydreigon against me because, quite frankly, the only thing I'm playing decks for is to beat Hydreigon. So we'll figure that out. Other is Bax. Yeah, I think Baxcalibur has potential. I just don't know with what yet. You have to figure that out. Citadel, Palmy, because it's only to water Pokemon, which limits it a little bit. I think Mesagosa is crazy too. I think it's kind of worth running in any deck that doesn't have a Stadium they already play. What's your comment? We're using old trainers? Like the reprint, Iono, and... I mean, it's a mini set, so how many like trainers are there? Leg Stomp, 100, flip a coin if Tails can attack? Okay. Because, I mean, I think there's 2. There's Penny and Iono, but, like, how many other trainers are there? I think they just sort of did that because why not? But I don't think it replaced any, like, new trainers we would have gotten. Because I think we have the same amount of new trainer cards that we normally would get in a mini set. So I don't think it's, like... I don't think we just got skimped. Water Luxray? Yeah, basically. But it's a basic, which is cool. But Luxray's a lightning type, so it's got more advantage. Tadbulb, Titan, Palmy, Squawk ability, Houndstone. Oh, I didn't read Houndstone. What does Houndstone do? Is it good? Oh, we got a full art supporter. Nimble, Quaxley, Gimmighoul. Full art, Star Grunt. You'll love to see it. Shout out. This card actually has more potential than you might think. Like, low-key, this is not a bad card at all. Waters down the pool. Runes are odds of pulling or 2 stars. Yeah. Looks like another season of Hydra. We'll have to see, man. We got to test it out. You know, nobody can make any, you know, 3 other trainers. 3 other supporters, you mean? Yeah. So 3 new supporters is what we typically get in a mini set. So that kind of makes sense. We'll have to see. You can't judge. You can't judge the set. You know, there's certain things, man. We don't know what the metagame's going to look like until it unfolds. You know what I mean? Definitely some interesting stuff. I've yet to pull a Masquerada, though, which kind of scares me. So we have 4 EXs so far. Well, we don't even have Masquerada. So we have Golden Go, Armarouge, and Qianpao. So we've got Masquerada here. We still need Arboliva. I don't know what that is. Normal Armarouge. Whatever this card is. We need Bellybolt. What goes here? Oh, we don't even have the basic for Excalibur, which is funny. Fair. Okay. Yo, thanks for the sub. AC Runner. Appreciate you. All right, we got more packs to open. Let's do it. Plenty more packs. Hitting Mach 5. The new Fire type EX seems not bad. I like Armarouge a lot, mainly because it's got 2 colorless, which means that you can turbo it, which is just a big deal in its own right. Shout out to the Dancing Squirtle. I love it. Arboliva is that heal card you were hyped about. That's right. Yes, Arboliva heals a ton. Oh, what is this? Is this normal Golden Go? I don't know what that is, but it's an EX. Another electric generator. Let's go. Oh, and it was... Okay, Meowscarada. Okay, cool. I wanted to test this deck out, so I need multiple copies. One of the things we're going to test tonight is Meowscarada into Hydreigon specifically. Hazebug with the sub. Let's go. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'm excited for Meowscarada. I really am. Smalu. Palmy. Scovillain. Oh, okay, so that was the basic. Okay, the first one we got. Charcadet, Toedscruel. I feel like pull rates for 2 stars and above are horrendous. Getting worse with every set they could be, man. And they very well could be. All right. We got a second Golden Go. Belly is EX. Okay, Bellybolt EX. We'll hopefully pull that. Got to see what that's all about. Got plenty of Mesa Ghostes. Tingly with Indeedee is a better Snorlax? I don't know about that. Oh, we got a Rainbow Rare. What's it going to be, folks? Which one is it going to be? Cloth. Smaller. Let's go. Oh, Armarouge. Okay. It's a sick card. I don't know if this art is probably reused, is it not? But we got we have a full art and a rainbow. So the game wants me to play Armarouge. So we have to build around Armarouge, I guess. Skeletor's Armarouge is 170. Seems like a lot to set up. Yeah, it's a lot to set up. But also, like, what is 170 getting you, really, most of the time? You know what I mean? I don't think it really matters. I think that Armarouge is kind of built as a 2-hit KO card because it's always going to live a hit with its ability. But it's interesting. Full art Orthworm. Okay. How sad is using arts from the TCG? It's very sad. It's very disappointing. Okay. This, I think, could be the Armarouge normal art. So yet again, the game wanting me to play Armarouge. Oh, no, it's Bellybolt. Momotaro with the supporter. Thank you, man. Welcome. Can run them with the new Charmeleon in Sightseer. That's so true. You can play Charmeleon in Sightseer. That's crazy. That's broken, actually. That's something we need to test. Low key, actually. That's a really great point. Okay, Bellybolt. 160 on a stage 1. So that's good. High voltage cannon. 70 damage for 2 lightning energies. 70 plus if you have 4 or more lightning energies in play. So across all of your Pokemon. This attack does 70 more. I mean, guys, we gotta be realistic here. This is easy. This is super easy to do. This is a good card, I think. 160? We can Stadium to hit for 150, bro. It's so easy. You can Heavy Helmet this thing, bro. Dude, that's crazy. Bro, we have E-Generator, we have Zero Aura, we have Pichu, you have Magneton. Works with Training Arena? This might be the best card we've seen. This might be the best card we've seen. 140? You're gonna be able to pop off like no tomorrow. I don't know what you guys are. You guys agree? This is busted? I think this is quite good, actually. Bro, we're going turn 2 KO on Hydreigon. That's what we're doing. I'm playing double Zera, double Bellybolt line, maybe a Pichu. In case we go first. Maybe a Pichu, maybe a couple Pichus. I don't know. And I'm just slapping, dude. I'm just hitting 140. Turn 2, we're just KOing. We're just slapping. Good HP, good damage, stage 1, and electric. It's got a bunch, it checks all the boxes. You don't even need to move the energies. That's right. That's so true. This is it. This is the guy? Bellybolt? Our savior? Bellybolt? What? It's got 160 HP, dude. What? Zero Aura and Peaches can charge this thing up quick. Self-ramping Tadbulb? Is there a self-ramping Tadbulb? We got to test Bellybolt. That thing's crazy, dude. What is going on? Bellybolt? All right, I didn't see Bellybolt EX coming. That might be it, guys. Bellybolt might be the guy. That's crazy, yo. Yeah, I think maybe Magneton. I don't know. The issue is like you don't want to play too many. The prize math might be kind of sketchy with Bellybolt, but you could also play E-Generator if you wanted to. Not that you really would in that deck, but that's we have to test that. That's crazy, yo. We need another Bellybolt, quite frankly. That's super good. That's very good. The reach is crazy. 140 is a base. But even if you don't have even if you don't have all of the energies, you're just hitting for 70. It's not like it's the end of the world. If you go 70 into 140, like you're KOing whatever. Old Tadbulb is 50 HP and accelerates an energy to itself. Hello? Bro, what? Okay. We need to get in there. We need to get into Bellybolt pronto. We need to figure that out. That's crazy, yo. What? A Bellybolt meta? Okay. All right. Saved. Bellybolt saves the day. He harder than Mega Altaria? Dude, he's a beast. He's an absolute tank. 160, dude. He's living. He's living no matter what. That's wild, bro. That's crazy. Hello? Oh, no. I didn't even know we had a Bellybolt come out last set. Let's go, Belly. I mean, listen, Hydreigon is still Hydreigon, but there's a lot of potential there. A lot of potential with Bellybolt. It's a Titan Tinkertuff. Is that it? Do we have everything? I think we've pulled at least one of everything at this point. Orthworm single-handedly. No, we need Arboliva. That's another good card. Lightning Energy. Orthworm single-handedly saves Steel decks with its Steel 1 energy ramp. It depends. The issue with Orthworm is like you gotta delay. What is this? A full art and then a EX card? Is this another Bellybolt? No, it's gold and go. All right. Give me I need a second Bellybolt. Balloon is for stage 2s, I thought? It is, yeah. The balloon is for stage 2 Pokemon. Full art Tadbulb is 1 colorless. Attach energy 50 HP. Did I pull the Tadbulb? Is that... Not this one. So there's another one. Yeah, that one's not good. 60 for 2. We don't want that. There's a 50 HP Lysiable Tadbulb that can generate 1 to itself. That's insane. The old Tadbulb's attack is to charge itself. Yeah. Okay. All right. Not that I knew that, because why would we? We need a second Bellybolt. We need a second Meowscarada. And I think we got everything else. Honestly, I don't know what else we need. So that's what I like about mini sets. Typically, everything's pretty condensed. If you're dropping money like we are, you know. Mesagosa. Houndstone. Oh, Last Respect. See, we never read this. 130, 50, 20 more for each psychic Pokemon in your discard pile. All right. How are we getting Pokemon in the discard pile? Sprigatito, Toadscruel, Bramblin, Woocheen. Woocheen alert. Come on. Give me another Bellybolt, bro. That's all I want to test right now. Another full art into a rainbow? It's a sick pack here. What do we got? Tinkaton? Nemona. I mean, I'm not a big believer in the Palmont stuff, but I mean, you know, we'll see. We'll test it all tonight. A shiny Entei. This can go with my shiny Mega Charizard that doesn't exist yet. Frigibax, Flittle, Quaquaval, Tarantula, and another Gimmighoul. As Quick Deke, I'm replacing my Jolt Mag with Bellybolt. Dude, 100%, bro. Bellybolt sounds broken. The Armarouge stuff with Charmeleon actually really does interest me because you could just play a Stokesart on the backline. Like, imagine going Armarouge and then just going into a Stoke Charizard afterwards. That can't be bad. You just play, like, one Stokesart? That cannot be a bad... It's got to be somewhat good. Is this deck the worst ever yet? Yes, this is the worst ever of all time. Is this set? No, this is definitely not the worst set of all time. I think Crimson Blaze was by far the worst set ever made. This wasn't even close. What can you name one card from Crimson Blaze? The new Magnezone that loses to Hydreigon. That set was so dog, it was insane. By the time Belly goes down, you probably have like 6 energies on the field. Exactly, yeah, 100%. You could just go Bellybolt like into anything though. That's what's crazy. It's like it doesn't. You just play it. It doesn't matter what you play with. There's a million ways you can play Bellybolt. If we have the 50 HP though, like you might Blaze again. Nah, trust me, dude. Crimson Blaze had nothing. Had absolutely had Charizard, had Venusaur. I guess it wasn't terrible, but there was nothing like when that set came out. Like nothing was useful. It's kind of crazy if you think about it like that. Shining Revelry. Shining Revelry was cracked. What do you mean? We had Stokezard. We had Giratina. Giratina EX, dude. Shining Revelry is one of the craziest packs of all time. Gallade Stonks? Dude, we'll see. Does anything here do good against Hydreigon? I think, yeah. I mean, I think, well, we'll have to see. It's tough to do well against Hydreigon because Hydreigon's inherently busted. Second Shiny Tinkaton. I think this set feels more meta relevant than last set. I mean, we'll have to just wait and see. There's just no way to know. Like, we can speculate, but, you know. I think it's a mini set, which immediately makes certain decks easier to utilize. I think Lightning is crazy, whether it's Bellybolt or not. Lightning's gotten buffed massively, which is big. I think Orthworm's got some potential in some metal decks. I don't know if that'll change the things a lot. Maelstrom is something we have to test as well, man. We still need Arboliva. I don't think you guys know what Arboliva does yet. Maybe you already do, but that card is absolutely absurd. Is this Arboliva? It's not. I don't know how I haven't pulled it yet, but we do need that card. It's a very good card. Come on. Oh, that was a new Tinkaton. I didn't rate it, though. It's probably not good. That's it, though? I don't care. That's fine. It's fine if that's it. No, I think Armarouge is interesting. I really think Armarouge is interesting. I think Mesagosa changes the meta. I think Arven could change the meta as just like relevant splashable cards. Meowscarada has potential into the Hydreigon matchup specifically. What are we missing? We're missing Flittle's evolution, which is the Pharaoh thing. I forget. This card, which I don't know what it is. And a couple fire cards, I guess, and then Arboliva. So we're still missing 5 cards. Kind of brutal. Heal 60 for an energy, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Arboliva just heals 60, but I forget the actual conditioning of it. So we'll have to see. Fantastical Parade didn't really introduce new decks, but Ice Pops and Stadiums are everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Fantastical Parade was a very good set either. I think they very much undertuned Gardevoir, sadly. I think Gardevoir would actually be totally fine. It's just, unfortunately, the meta is just not kind to it. It's not a bad deck at all. You know, it's just a horrible time to be trying to play Gardevoir. My 2 Emperor Amphiroses have been waiting. Let's go. Has to be an EX. Is Pothra? Is this Pothra an EX? Psychic? Baxcalibur and Palkia? The issue with Baxcalibur is like there just needs to be something specifically that it's really good with, or else it won't see play. We also need to look into Big Air Balloon. Stage 2 free retreat Pokemon. Oh! Immersive. Okay. Arven is the immersive card. Okay. Forgot about immersives. All right, all right. Interesting. So we get a supporter immersive. Kind of like... Was it ED Crisis we got a supporter immersive? All right, all right. Pretty cool. Yeah, Paldea is a cool region. Psyduck in the river there. Pikachu alert. Spotted. Okay. There's no way it's a God pack, is it? I think it's just the first card in the pack. Yeah, the baited God pack. Baited. Definitely not a God pack. I didn't even think about that though. Arven. I think people are sleeping on Arven. Quite frankly, I think this card is very good, but whatever. There's only 20 cards in decks, so I understand it might not even see play. But oh, there it is. The Spothra. 90 stage 1, 1 energy, 30. This deck does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. This is like if they built a card that was specifically useless into Hydreigon. That's what this card is. And into Flittle. Okay. Can we get a second Bellybolt, please? I guess we could pack point it, but... Arboliva? Nope. Sounds okay. Since Arvin got an original TCG art. Currently doing the old Dragonite EX with fossils air balloon. Dragonite. Dragonite, you can give free retreat on a stage 2. And help the pivot, I guess. Well, Arvin buff Hydreigon? I think certainly. I think Arvin would be super good in Hydreigon because it can just search for Poison Barb. Anything that plays tool cards and rare candy, I think Arvin has to be good. It has to be. Because Suicune plays rare candy Greninja and they play double cape sometimes. Literally any rare candy deck that wants to play Meowscarada with leaf capes, rare candy Meowscarada with leaf capes, like I think Arvin's a good card. At least as like a one of. Like, yeah, I think you just play like Arvin and Mesagosa. Like those are really good consistency cards. Because it's guaranteed to grab one of them. So if you're just like, hey, I'll play the support. If I have no other supporter to play, I can just either get a tool card or my rare candies. Or I guess you could grab Ice Pop with it too. Guzma only gets better with every set release. That is true. And no one plays it still. Still no one plays it. Dragonite is kind of a cook. Vashti on deck with Orthworm to make a comeback. Sounds funny. Arvin's basically the third copy of the item/tool staples. Yeah, that's true. Sprigatito, Tandemouse, Dundozo. I think Death Space is too tight for Arvin. I kind of agree. That's the only question I have. Like, I think it's a good card. It's just, do we have space for it? Supporters are so hard. It's so hard to fit supporters into your deck now because you're playing researchers and copycats before I think anything else. Which I think a copycat really inherently hurt the game in that sense, but whatever. With 2 professors, 2 copycats? Yeah, I hear you, bro. Or you'll get a Pokeball. That's sweet. If you Arvin into a Pokeball, that's +2 card draw. Because you thin one card out of your deck and then Pokeball thins another card. So it's just +2 card advantage. It's basically a research if you Arvin for a Pokeball. It's just a draw 2. This game would be insane with 30 different card limits on decks. It would be interesting. At this point, it would be very interesting. Can we get anything new here? This is like our 4th Tandemouse. This card is bad, by the way. Grafaiai, Wiglet, Venison, Fuecoco, Houndstone. Is that it? Can we get something? We're not going to get anything on this 10-pack, sadly. Research is a +1. That's right. It's a draw 2, though. So it's a +1 in terms of overall advantage, but it thins 2 cards out of your deck. So Research is broken. Research is better than Arvin. Do you think they'll ever increase the amount of cards you have in a deck? Probably not. Probably never, no. Just got a full art and rainbow Armarouge. Let's go. Deck thinning is game winning. That's right. Matthew with the sub. Welcome, Matthew. How many packs can we open? I don't know. We're getting close to the end. This might be the last 10-pack. If we have to... I think we only have 1 Meowscarada as well. So we need a Bellybolt and we need a Meowscarada. Qianpao I don't care about. We have Golden Goes. We have Armarougers covered. Uh-oh. The luck has ran out, folks. The luck has ran out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We don't even have Arboliva. Sprigatito. Come on. You have 6 Bellybolt TXs. God Pack? God Pack? No, but we do get a shiny. Shiny Palmont. This is a new one. Okay, so they gave... Interesting. Okay. Palmont shiny. I thought shiny Palmont was pink. I guess this is kind of pink. Kalawaf. Primeape. Come on, dude. Don't let it end this way. Please, not another Mousehold, please. Please. Can somebody share me a 4-diamond Bellybolt Pronto, please? Oh. I think that's him. There he is. All right, cool. All right, we're saved. Got the second Bellybolt. We're chilling. So are you content with this set? I'm content with anything, brother. I have no choice in the matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I'm content with. We get new cards, though, so I'm happy with it. As long as they're releasing new stuff every month, like, I don't really care about it. You know what I mean? As long as the sets aren't absolute trash, like, which I think this set has enough going for it, just outright. I think there's plenty of decent cards in the set. Bellybolt sounds crazy, dude. So disappointing that Qianpao just another throwaway. Yeah, Qianpao seems real bad, but I don't know. Maybe it's good in the future. Who knows? Are we capped? I think we're capped. Big sad. Let's see. What do we need? I guess we should probably craft a Meowscarada. What do we need to go testing with? We don't have Arboliva. So I guess we just can't test Arboliva. Although I could just craft 2 of them. But I want to test Meowscarada, so I think we're probably... Does anybody have an extra Meowscarada that they could share? And or Arboliva? Because if you guys could just share those out, then I don't have to craft at least one of them, and I could get them both. Potentially. Is there Annihilate in the set? There is, and it's really bad. This card is really bad. What are you crafting? So I need 1 Meowscarada and Arbolivas. I have 0 Arboliva, and I need a Meowscarada. But Arboliva is 150, so I can't craft 1 of each, which is sad. But I'm not as curious about crafting Arboliva. If anyone's curious what this card does, right here, the ability Extra Heal. Once during your turn, you may heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon EX, any Pokemon EX that has any energy attached. And if you do, just discard a random energy from that Pokemon. So it's just a -1 energy for a Lily heal, 60 heal. This is crazy. This is gonna change. This is gonna make decks insane. This is wild. This is a crazy card. This card is crazy. How's the Quaquaval? Not good. I don't believe it was good. It didn't wow me when I saw it. Quaquaval is... if it has 50 HP or less, it does 150 for 3. So, not good. It's not a good card. I think I pulled one. A lot of Arba. I can give you one. All right, dude. If you're not on my friends list, then that's going to be difficult because my friends list is full. So, oh, there we go. Duretzel shared the Meow because he's an absolute legend. Duretzel's an absolute beast. Why is there another Penny in this deck? There's Penny and Iono got reprints. I guess, I don't know. Just because they're probably from this region, so they were like, oh, let's do it. I don't care about the news. Oh, there he is. Duretzel coming in hot with the Meowscarada. We love to see it. We love to see that. We love it. All right. So now what I'm going to do then is... Oh, I forgot to thank you. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Duretzel. I clicked too quickly. So now what we can do here... What else are we missing? Missing Arboliva. What were the other cards? The normal Armarouge, which we don't need. Oh, Chiyu. What does Chiyu do? We never pulled this. We never pulled a Chiyu. Mega Fire of Envy. Fire in a colorless 40. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 60 more. So it's like Marshadow. It's Fire-type Marshadow. I mean, you can Flame Patch to it. It's really not bad. It's just a 100 KO. It's actually not a bad card. Hold on, I gotta go back. I don't think it'll see play, but... anything else that we missed or didn't pull? Koraidon? Is this the same as Miraidon? Because the Miraidon was bad. 120, discard 2. Horrible. That's a trash card. Legitimate filler. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think everything else we have, actually. 2 ofs, too. You sent Arboliva trade? Bro, you don't have to do that. But I appreciate you. So we'll craft 1 Arboliva here. I'm not going to craft like a Chiyu or anything yet. Oh, there we go. Okay. The Armarouge normal art I don't care about. All right, let's check out this trade from Duretzel here. The legend once again hooking it up. You guys like my how much do I have here? I have 1.3 million. I don't do a lot of trades, as you guys can probably imagine. All right, what do you want? Do you want anything from the new set? Do you care? Do you need a Quaquaval, a Baxcalibur? I'll send you a Baxcalibur. How about that? Is there one you need, though? Duretzel, let me know. Is there anything else I can give you? We're going to get right into testing decks, first of all. Building and testing. But you got to let me know, Duretzel. Is there something you need? We are awaiting your message. Send anything? All right, I'll give you a Bax. Give you a little Baxcal. You probably have them anyway, but share the Shine Dust. Dude, what am I gonna do with it? I don't know. I guess it's like only for trading. I don't flare my cards either. So, okay, so this will give us double Arboliva, which I feel like is kind of worth testing. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't really know what to test it with. But it can heal any EX card. Like a Snorlax? Like, are we just healing 60 from a Snorlax? Imagine. Snorlax EX, just heal 60 from it? That's got to be ridiculous. I know you just never have the enough. You'll never have enough energies, but that's still really funny. Because you could just scoop it up. You could just stall forever. That could be a pretty hilarious strategy, actually. You could definitely infinite stall with Snorlax and Arboliva. You definitely could. But then you're just going negative energy. So I don't think that's really what the card's for. Running Magnezone and Bellybolt right now. This is spicy. All right, let's get in here, guys. Let's do it. Let's get into the old decks. I'm very curious about this. We're gonna have to delete some decks, I believe. Sadly, it's fine. We got deletable stuff in here. What do we want to delete? Jeez. Altaria Magnezone? Delete. Delete! Pinsir Magnezone? This deck was sauce, actually, but deleted. Delete. We need to think about Pinsir. Is there any of the new stuff that works well with Pinsir, bro? How do we still not have 100 deck space? I don't know either. I don't know why they don't just give us more deck space. Doesn't make any sense. Melmetal, get out of here. Sorry. Sorry, pal. Obstagoon? Delete. Get out of here, Obstagoon. It's funny because Obstagoon is broken. The only reason it doesn't see play is because Hydreigon, which is sad. Yo. Pinsir Shuckle? Delete. I don't even know what that deck is. All right, that's 5 decks. That's fine. That's good for now. All right. You could use Venusaur. That is true. Venusaur heals itself. It's not a bad idea. Tapu Koko would be crazy. Okay. So, yeah. Immediately, we're going Bellybolt. But we need to think about Bellybolt again. So, again, I think you got to play Zeraoras with the Bellybolts. Somebody said there's a Tadbulb. Where's the Tadbulb? This guy. Charge. I think we got to play this guy. That's crazy. So, Lissia, we got to keep Lissia in mind, though. Keep Lissia in mind, and I think we have to play Zeras. Just purely because why not? Got to play Zera. Couple shiny Zeras in there. For sure, for sure. Do we want to E-switch just so that we can go turn 2 Bellybolt regardless? Well, so the thing is, though, Zeraora would be really, really good. The thing with Bellybolt, though, Tapu Koko? I don't know, dude. I mean, do we really want to play Tapu Koko? Could play Tapu Koko. I don't know if it's worth it, though. You mean like play Zera in Tapu Koko? So maybe you go Tapu Koko into Bellybolt? And the Zeras are just there? But if you play Zera, you probably want to play E-switch. Because, like, if you go first, you want to be able to attack turn 2. 70 on 2 energy with Jim, still nothing to laugh at. I agree. The Magnezone stuff probably makes the most sense in some ways. Leafeon is hilarious. So Mag without Zor is fine, too. We'll test Magnezone. I just want to test a non-Magnezone version. Mag without Zor is fine. Yeah, we could definitely do Mag. Or Choreo is interesting. I don't like the prizing with Tapu. Yeah, that's kind of part of the issue. And that's kind of the scary thing about Zeraora as well. Am I missing anything? Mag might be the wave, though. Magnezone might be the wave. Let's just try Zeraora. And what else do we want? Pichu? You think a Pichu is in here? Let's go Lightning. You could throw a Pichu in here. You know. If we're being completely honest. We got to keep room for generators. Mag for sure. Yeah, that's true. Magnezone gets Lissia value. All right. Zeraora is something to keep in mind, though, for sure, because Zeraora is broken. But, yeah, no, I forgot about Lissia value. I really did. So we'll go Mags. I'll just go. But this is a lot of Pokemon, though. That's the only thing that scares me here. We're going to have to play, like, you know. It's going to be a little bit sketchy in that sense. But maybe fine. Who knows? Just double Mag. Then we only have 10 cards left in the deck, which is crazy. I mean, we're hitting for 140 regardless, though, right? I don't think we can't run any more Pokemon. We're running 10 Pokemon. All right, so if we go to trainers, this is where it gets a little sketchy. Like, we got to play generator. We probably don't even need generator, though. If you're playing mag, right? Do you really need generator? Do you? We definitely need Lysias, which means we have to scrap certain things from the deck. Let's just add what we want to add. Probably a Clement, for sure. I think like maybe like one Copycat, one Lysia. Could play double Lysia though. Double Lysia could be the move. Mag, but what are we running for a tool card? No generator? Yeah, I don't think you need generator in this sense. So what do we got? So one Clement, one Copycat, one Lysia. I don't think we need generators. I think we're going heavy supporters here. I might even go double Lysia on this. So if we go double Lysia, but we want E-Switch though, because you definitely want E-Switch to get this going on turn 2 if you can, right? So I think you gotta run E-Switch, because if you go first, you're kind of in a bad spot. I guess you don't really need it though. Because what else are you using E-Switch for if... That's what scares me, though, about Bellybolt. You know what I mean? We got double Lysia? Probably fine. We got to throw our researches in here, first of all. But if we go double Lysia, then we don't need Pokeball, and I kind of like that, inherently. Nobody plays Guzma anymore? Yeah, that's true. Do you guys think one Lysia, one Pokeball? Because we're already playing... What other cards would you ever play in this deck? Maybe like a Mars or something? We'll just start with like a Sabrina Cyrus core. This leaves 2 cards left. Pokeballs are just going to be really important to have, but we have double Lysia. I think I'd rather play double Lysia than double Pokeball. But I guess you don't need double Lysia though, because we only have 4 basics, so that's probably why we don't play double Lysia. We play 1 Lysia, and we're going to play 1 Pokeball. We're not playing any tool cards. Arvin can literally search for E-Generator, though. Like, we gotta test all of that out. That's something we need to think about. So we're playing just a bunch of 1-0s right here. 1 Lysia, so we need 1 Pokeball. Where's Pokeball? I'm lost. I'm so lost right now. Where's Oh, right there. So this gives us 2 cards left. Sightseer is interesting, actually. I wouldn't mind this 1 Sightseer. I don't have a full art, though, so that's a problem. What about that new stadium? Mesa Gosa? I think I'd rather play Mesa Gosa than Sightseer, like, any day. Because we're playing 1 Clement. I'm going to try Mesa Gosa, just because it's a new card. And that fulfills a stadium condition, which we like. And then what? Like, do you think, like, you know what we probably do? We probably just play an Ice Pop. This seems saucy to me. This seems super saucy. We don't have Mars in the deck, but I threw an Ice Pop in because LOL. Even though it's banned. All right, boys. Get ready. Take your decks out. Let's test. Let's go. All right, I need you guys, first of all, I need you guys to play exclusively Hydreigon against me, okay? All right, the code is going to be Mads Battle. Code is Mads Battle. Get your bodies ready. Cord? Tool card? I don't think you need E-Cord. Mads Battle, let's go. Everybody queue into Hydrate with Hydreigon. We need to test into Hydreigon. I don't want you guys to be playing anything else. Why not Heavy Helmet and Training Arena? Heavy Helmet doesn't work with the damage. We don't need the extra damage from Training Arena, and Heavy Helmet only works for Bellybolt. We have 160 HP anyway. So the whole concept is to go, I think, like Mag Bellybolt, or just go Mag Bellybolt also could be broken. Training Order works better for Hydreigon matchup. I'm not really. We're playing Magnezone, so the Hydreigon matchup is probably not great anyway. But whip the decks out. Mads wants the Hydreigon smoke. We got to test it. We got to test whatever we're doing. All right, Benzo. This better be a Hydreigon I see on my screen. If not, yes, that's what I like to see. All right, Mag lead. Into Lysia is fine. You know, we probably, if we are worried about Hydreigon, like red cards and stuff would probably be the move, right? Because he's going first, like we're going to get smoked, but it's all good. The scary part, though, about all of this, quite frankly, is that like we're never gonna we're always gonna want to attach to something else on the bench. You know what I mean? He's got the Hydreigon combo in hand, so. But that's fine because we top deck the belly. No screen peeking, by the way. Yeah, Alicia's broken, guarantees the bulb here, so we always attach bulb. He didn't bench anything else, which scares me, quite frankly. We can come in and hit for 70, but he's got Poison Barb, which does kind of terrify me a little bit. Yeah, there it is. It's all good. He's going to take damage. This is kind of why I want generators in the deck. But it's all good. It's all good. No stress. There's nothing we can do here in the face of the going second, you know. And he's got the ice pops. All right. I mean, he's in it. This is what we live for. This is what we're testing for here. Is the turn 2 going first Hydreigon Poison Barb stuff, but he doesn't have Nihilego, so I think we can just kind of smack him with Bellybolt. It's a little scary. It's a little bit scary. Don't you lose to poison? Yeah, actually we do lose to poison. now that you mention it, I think we do lose to the poison. So I think we're cooked either way. But we have Ice Pop. So I don't think we attack, but we can KO on the following turn pretty easily. Let's Gosa. Bang. Is it a Magneton? That's broken. It's not bad. He hasn't benched anything, which is super funny. But see how we're one turn away from being able to do this on turn 2. Which is why like generators and stuff would be useful. But if we don't attack, then next turn we just Ice Pop and then we KO. And where does he go from there? Right? So that's where Ice Pop is broken. So I don't think we can attack. He can hit for 170 total? If he poisons us. But he's also got to bench something here, and if he benches something, it's going to have no energies. So. The Sabrina's hilarious, but... Oh, wait, no. Why does he play Sabrina? I guess they do play one Sabrina, one Cyrus, don't they? We're cooked. We got cooked by Sabrina. That's LOL. We can hold off yet again, though. Which is coincidentally what we will do. Yeah, the Sabrina, no. No. All right, he had it all. He did have it all. So good for him. Shout out to this guy. He's all out of Sabrinas. We know that. That's a Tails. That's a sad Tails. Now we still can't attack. But he's in the same position that he was before. So, whatever. Our retreat cost is 3, which is scary, actually. But anyway, can't attack yet. He can use Mesa Gosa? That's true. He hasn't been using Mesa Gosa, though. I don't know why. Not sure why he hasn't. Here's the Absol, though. We're just gotta go. We have to go absolutely nuts with Lucky Ice Pop, and we're chilling. Oh no, wait. We can actually just win this outright. All right, if he flips Tails here, we're chilling. Yeah, that's big. Okay. We literally have game. We have game in hand, luckily. Let's go. That's a big copycat. If he gets another basic, we're cooked, sadly. Yeah, all right. Because we could have Sabrina'd into Absol and then hit, and then he wouldn't have been able to attack, and then we would just would have Cyrus'd it back up and would have had game. So we got sauced by Hydreigon here pretty poorly. But that's because he had every card possible known to man. So it feels bad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got our other Bellybolt, though. There's a chance. All right, let's get lucky here. This is mainly just for poison. Let's go. So we have to KO this turn. Hope he doesn't have Cyrus, I suppose. Okay, that's fine. We'll attach one here this turn. Always Mesa Gosa. Mesa Gosa is a good card, guys. I know your opponent gets the card draw too, but it's always a good card. And any decks that utilize pace, it's a good card. So 140. Unfortunately, our opponent had literally everything he could possibly imagine, or else this would have been a completely different game. But this turn, he can go into Absol and attach, and then we lose if he has Cyrus. So that's something. for sure. He's got 6 cards in deck, so it's somewhat likely actually. If we retreat, we're only doing 70, but that's not that big of a deal. No, it is, because we don't 2-hit KO. Is this set possible to skip out on and not be behind on in ranked? I don't know. I have no idea. It's a great question. Oh, wait. What's he doing? He has Cyrus. If not, he threw. Did he throw? He might have thrown. We have to retreat. If he doesn't have Cyrus, we actually got him here. There's a research and a mag. This was like worst case scenario though. So we got to understand, like, this is what we're testing for, is to see the scenarios into Hydreigon that are worse than anything that you could imagine. But again, if he doesn't have Cyrus, he loses because he benched Nihilego. So, oh no, because then he'll discard Sabrina. But he doesn't even 2-hit KO us. Oh no, he does. He does 2-hit KO us perfectly. No, don't take my Sabrina. No. He has Cyrus anyway. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's good to know. It's good stuff. I think Magnezone's always going to struggle, for sure. I think, like, if we're playing the Magnezone package, I think inherently, like, it's not that good into Hydreigon, but it'll be really good into most things. I think it's a very balanced deck. Like, I think Magnezone's a really good card, but I just don't know if it's... I don't know if it's ever worth... I don't know if it's ever worth, like in a meta that's mostly Hydreigon, though. But GG. Let's get into it. I'll play a couple more Magnezone games. You're blessed by your draw? Dude, it's all good, man. GG's. This is what we need to prepare for the high roll Hydreigon. I don't see myself using it because of my amazing coin flip luck. Well, I mean, it's just you play a card and then for the rest of the game, like if you get Mesa Ghost out early for the rest of the game, like it moves the game along a bit quicker, you know? Because some decks really don't use that many Pokemon. But yeah, Generator is something we really need to consider. I think Generator might even be worth it even with Mag. I'll be honest. We start with Clement and Mag in the active. Are we going first or second? Yeah, what's up, Benji? We're going first. All right. It's not like entirely cooked, but it's like kind of cooked, you know what I mean? The double thin with Clement. He's going to copycat me, but whatever. Zero Aura Giovanni Generator? I think so. You can one-shot Dino going first? Right. I think Generator is kind of worth running with Zera's. That's true. Zera can... Yeah, we got to do that. That sounds broken. We're going to take a little DiMaggio here. It's all good. He's only got 4 cards in hand. All right, then. Okay. Guess we'll just double evolve here. No Tadbulb is sad. Because we would like to attach to that primarily. Sabrina here does not do anything, so we'll just pass. Probably should have retreated and just evolved this one so that we could have at least gone into a mag. Because if he gets Hydreigon here, we're cooked. I like the Zero Aura stuff. I really did. I thought it would be better into Hydreigon because it's like high roll. Yeah, he's got Hydreigon. The new Electric Generator card is broken. We got to play that. Okay, so I think we just lose here. I'm pretty sure this is an auto lose because we didn't start. We don't have Tadbulb. Oh, we drew into double Hydreigon. Palmot doing 100 is surprising. Any interest in building that soon? I don't think it's going to be worth playing Palmot. It is interesting, but it only works for EXs, so I don't think we're really worried about that. Quite frankly. But we're cooked here. There's no win condition. I mean, technically there is, but not really. Because I don't think we're ever going to be able to go up against like a single... whatever. This is why Mag loses to Hydreigon. And Magnezone's really good in any deck that, you know, couldn't just rare candy and then KO us that turn, you know? Magnezone just insta-loses against Hydreigon? Yeah, it's not good. Are you into Hydreigon? Are you a masochist? Why the Hydreigon Battle Room? Because the only thing worth testing against right now is going to be... we actually have to retreat here, I think. To get the energy? Because if we retreat, then we can keep Magneton and then we sacrifice a Tadbulb. I think we're cooked either way, though. quite frankly. I don't think that's winnable. But yeah, we got to test into Hydreigon. That's what's important. I do like the Magnezone deck. It's just going to be a turn behind. Like it's not a friendly Hydreigon matchup. You know. But if he whiffs on Ice Pops, I mean, you know, you never know. Yeah, okay. Okay, we do know, quite frankly. So, but now we're behind, you know what I mean? Which is like the inherent issue with this deck is that if you don't get, you know, like you need turn 2 Tadbolt or you need turn 2 Bellybolt. Which you might not always get, but then at least we could play like an aggro strategy aside from that, you know what I mean? You threw Evolving Mag before retreating? Well, I evolved the turn prior, but yeah, you are technically right. Because we would have had 4 for this turn, so I think you're correct. I think you are correct. We could also just Mag Cheese. So that is, I guess, the upside to Magnezone, is that you could always cheese with it. But, yeah. I think you're right. Traditional turn about Lightning Pichu Zera would be way better. Well, yeah, the thing with that is like the prize math, right? Because like they could just Sabrina and then KO and then you lose. So you got to be careful playing like single prize Pokemon. And then if your one Bellybolt goes down. So like that's the difficult part about that strategy. You know what I mean? The balloon would let you treat Mag for free. Yeah, but we can't play Mag like that. It's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work like that. Mag has 150 though. It does live. Yeah, the whole thing though is that we're just stuck in here because he can just kind of KO us. Because we've been kind of behind from the beginning here. So we can't actually do anything. Can't do anything there. I mean, there's a possibility you can win. It's just you're playing too much stuff. Like you're just hoping they don't go turn 2 rare candy. And even there, like I think he went turn 3 rare candy. We still lost, you know what I mean? Because we didn't have Bellybolt turn 2. It's more likely to get turn 2 Belly than turn 2 Hydreigon? Yes. But turn 2 Belly's not good unless we have 4 energies. So that's the thing. Hydreigon doesn't have to worry about the energies. All right. All right, back to the drawing board. We need to test out the other version. We're gonna play high roll Bellybolt because I think we're in a high roll meta anyway. So let's do it. High roll Bellybolt. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we'll do this Tadbolt here. So 2/2, and then I think like we were saying, definitely Zera's. I mean, Tapu Koko is interesting, but I think we're gonna run high roll here. And I think because we're running high roll, like you got to go Pichu, right? I think we got to go Pichu. Would Raikou work at all? It wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad. I don't know how good it would be, but... So just like 2/2/2? Because this is 8 Pokemon, so it's technically already 2 Pokemon less. And like somebody's saying we could run Geo. Yeah, and then E-switches. So let's try this out. I'm going to run Generator. I kind of want to chest out Arven too, but... we'll do this. I'm going to skip Popsicle now because we're going high roll. Whoa, I knocked my glasses off. Do we want... I don't think Training Arena is that relevant. I think the damage boost we probably want is Giovanni. So here's what we're going to do. Sightseer, though? No, we don't want Sightseer, but... Oh! Just Prada with the sub. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I think we go, like... Because now we can still play Lissia. Like, I think you go, like, double Copycat. Like, double Lissia or something crazy. Probably just one Lissia. One Lissia. May is an interesting thing. Let's just play, like, double E-switch. We need Pokeball and Researches. Go Researches. We're going just high draw here. Super high draw. One Pokeball, one Lissia, I think, is probably still fine. Although, we kind of... I kind of don't want 2 Pichu. I'm actually just going to go 1 Pichu. What do you guys think about that? Thank you for the sub. Yeah, Raikou gets one-shotted by Hydreigon. That's hilarious. Need Icy Pops? Do we, though? I don't know if it really matters, because we're kind of living in attack regardless. Somebody was saying Giovanni, right? Like one Giovanni just to hit for that 150 and for Zera to hit for 60 on the Dino would be saucy. What else would be useful? Wouldn't Belly take advantage of Training Arena? It would, but I think Giovanni's more useful. Because we're more so... It flexes with Zera Aura and Bellybolt. Like, I still think one Mesa Ghost is kind of broken. Just for the Pokemon, but... We need 2 other cards in the deck. Double Copycat, double Research, 1 Lycia. Oh, we need... we have 1 Pokeball. Do we want 2 Pokeball? Basics are kind of important. Nah. I mean, do we even need Lycia, though? I guess Tadpole... I guess 1 is 1. We'll try 1 and 1. If we need more basics, we can do that. And then, honestly, I want to play Arven, but we're not playing any tool cards. Can we cut something for the tool cards, I wonder? No Popsicle? No, we're not going to go Popsicle. Sabrina for the slow? That's not... We're not... Yeah, I guess you could, but... The thing is here, I do kind of want to play Arven. Just to more consistently get generators. And also E-switches. Like, Arven sounds good to me. But we're not playing any tool cards, so that's why we wouldn't play it. Is there a tool card we would want to play in this deck? I don't know. I don't think you really need... I don't think you need much. I think the whole concept of this deck is it should be to go Bellybolt into Bellybolt. Mesa Ghost on Hydreigon is straight. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I think probably a Mesa, honestly, just for the Pokemon consistency, for the aggro. And we're going to skip Arven because I'm not playing any tool cards, but it's something to keep in mind. Because we have double Copycat, double Research, Mesa Gosa, and Lycia. And then we have one other card. Oh, you think Heavy Helmet? But what is Heavy Helmet really helping us with, though? That's the question. We're not playing like Tank Bellybolt. We're not getting KO'd regardless. I guess the poison stuff. I guess it could matter with the poison. I kind of feel like you're supposed to play Arven with like Heavy Helmet and Generator. The Lightning Cord. Spray. You want to play Repel? We only have 6 supporters. Cyrus? Oh yeah, I forgot. We did forget Cyrus. We got it. We got to just play a Cyrus. That's the smart play. All right. All right, let's test this. Yeah, no Cyrus. I forgot. One Copycat, run a Sabrina. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll you know, we'll change it around a little bit. All right, double Zero Aura Pichu, double Bellybolt. He's crazy. This means we want to go first. Now we're just a going first deck. I don't like Mesa. That card can make you lose a game. Yeah, but it also makes you win a game. You know what I mean? All right, we're going first, so that's a good sign. Pichu lead, Tadpole, E-Generator, and Bellybolt. And Copycat. All right, we're about to pop off. We are, in fact, about to pop off. Thank you for the Hydreigon cube, by the way. I appreciate you. Optimus Bacon, let's go. Frame 1. Here we go. Never Lucky. Best card in the game. We could actually just retreat and charge this turn and go turn 2. But it wouldn't be any different than just using Pichu, though, would it? So. But no Zera Aura is kind of suspect. So, we'll just Pichu, I guess. Okay. So here's the dream, right? Like, if we could have gotten a Zera Aura, we probably should have actually copycatted, maybe, but we had Bellybolt in hand. If we had Zera, then... That's why I don't know if I even want Lycia. But, I mean, you need to get the Tadbulbs, you know what I'm saying? Did it just copycat me? What was that? He Iono'd me? What deck is this, bro? He just Iono'd me out of my Bellybolt. We got stream sniped. My man literally stream sniped us. That's crazy. That's wild. So this is going to be Zera, which is fine. Actually, we don't even bench this. There's no reason to bench this ever. But whatever. We'll just do it because we're going to copycat. I prefer as much control of the game as possible, Zera RNG. Well, that's why you lose. You know what I'm saying? All right, 3 cards, no Bellybolt, but honestly, we're not going to use Bellybolt this turn anyway. Crackly Toss. So unless he's got like an X speed or whatever, we should be safe to just go into a Bellybolt next turn if we can draw it, and then we pop off. May wouldn't be bad in this deck either, coincidentally. May would not be bad. He's researching. That's going to be good for our copycat next turn. Devil's Advocate. His hand was awful with Solo Nihilego and had to iron out. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on it. It is a little scary here, though, because if we KO Nihilego, we're going to take some damage, but Hydreigon still shouldn't be able to KO, and that's if he has it. Giovanni's good. It's fine. What's better here? I kind of want to keep Cyrus. Like, do I really want to copycat again? He could copycat us, which is a little scary. We do have Electric Generator. We already played one. I think we copycat. I think copycat gives us better odds at a Bellybolt. If you run Zero Aura, you need a May for sure. I kind of also agree with that, but Bellybolt? Okay. Not even going to play that. I think we just KO here because we have double... We got double Bellybolts on the board. And I don't want to deal with the poison damage later. But yeah, May over Mesagosa could be a move as well. Sightseer is Kiawe. Reason enough to play. Sightseer Kiawe? Sightseer is interesting. I just don't know if it's ever worth it over May in the deck. So does he do? He does. Hydreigon does how much? Does it do 140 or 130? It does 130, right? So we shouldn't get KO'd here. We have Sabrina, Cyrus, double research. He's just gonna go into it here and get rid of our Giovanni, which is fine. I'm not too worried about this. Because we'll 2-hit KO here. Sure. The thing is, should we Mesagosa this turn though? I think we gotta put Mesagosa down here. Because I know it gives him the opportunity to find Hydreigon, but we need Bellybolt. So like this is the question with the whole Mesagosa thing. I think it's worth it to give us 2 coin flips at it, and to give him 1 on Hydreigon. Because we also want to thin the deck out for Cyrus, possibly. This could be Zera. That sucks. R.I.P. We could actually just retreat into Zera, but we're gonna force him to retreat regardless here. So you have a bit too much energy and relying on Belly for damage. Yeah, but like that's the whole deck. That's the whole idea. What about Electric Generator? You get Bellybolt to do 120 faster. Judge, we're playing Generator. We're playing double in the deck. Okay, he had research anyway, so Hydreigon's coming this turn. We have another coin flip. We have Cyrus in the deck. A lot of things that could happen here. This is where the prize math gets a bit scary, because now like we just lose to a Sabrina as well. Because we don't have Cyrus. You know? But we will KO him on the flip. And then Absol can't KO. So we just need Bellybolt. That's really all it comes down to. We have 6 cards in deck, double research. We have a Mesagosa coin flip, and we have a Bellybolt in the deck. This brings him to 140, which is fine. That's good. Does he have a second Ice Pop, though? 7 cards in deck? No. Okay. All right. So yeah, all this comes down to whether or not we have our Bellybolt or not. Again, double research, Bellybolt in the deck. Cyrus is in the deck. We could KO with Zera with Cyrus. That's the worst card possible in our deck. I don't think the E-switches are needed, actually. Boom. All right, now we lose to a Sabrina, sadly. Oh, no, he can't KO Zera Aura. That's broken. Shout out to Zera Aura. That's hilarious. Goated card. It's a goated card. That's hilarious. So Mesagosa just won us the game, by the way. So I need people to realize we just went double Mesa. The Mesagosa is a crazy card. Crazy card. Copycat protection. He can't KO anything here. So we win. Sup, Goat? Been a minute? Yo, Esky, my man. How are you? So I think high roll Bellybolt's the way to go. I just don't know about Elemental Switch. Like, is it that needed? I guess it will be if you really want to go turn 2 Bellybolt, right? If you go first. So maybe it is worth it. But that's kind of what Pichu's for. You know what I mean? That's kind of what Pichu's for. It's kind of what Pichu's for. I don't know. Maybe just 1 Elemental Switch? Maybe we don't need 2. Do we, though? We'd have to play more games. Maybe 1 random switch? What is random switch? Uh-oh. He's going for the old Mesagosa flip here. Yo, Mesagosa is crazy, dude. What a stadium. E-switch a bit overkill? I mean, it's going to be really good for the turns that you can attack with Bellybolt turn 2. Like, that's going to be the big difference. You know what I mean? He's stuck, though. He has absolutely no outs here. Like, Sabrina wouldn't have done it because Zeraora lives. So I like that you aren't guaranteed, but you might get it early from copycats. Like, that's the thing, right? It's like you kind of just sometimes get it. I don't know, though. We did have Cyrus in the deck. We had double researches, Mesagosa, Bellybolt. Like, it was pretty likely that we were going to get the win condition that game regardless. We'll try a few more games like this. I do think this deck is way more apt to deal with Hydreigon because it's not slow. Like, you have the potential to be an early attacker, which I like a lot better. I just don't even know if Pichu's like the move. We didn't even start that game with Zeraora, which is crazy. So we can't hate on the E-switches yet because the whole Zeraora strategy kind of... Like, that was just like a slow roll with Pichu, and it worked out. But the Zeraora stuff, if we can get early Zeraora, is going to make a big difference. It's insane that Belly is looking like the best card in the set. They really don't know what they're doing. Bellybolt seems crazy. You definitely want Generator. Generator's insane. So, okay, so going first, Tadbulb lead. Tadbulb lead. So this is big here, right? So we can Lycia to grab our 2 other 50 HP basics, and then we're going to get guaranteed a Zeraora, and we have Elemental Switch Bellybolt in hand. And he's leading Absol. So you guys are about to see the full sauce here. You guys are about to see the entirety of the sauce, unless he Ionos us or whatever. This is Neotropic now. So we'll do this. This is going to be a Zera. Always. Would have been better if we had double Zera. But this is the exact scenario that we were trying to explain to you guys. This is why you need the E-switch. We'll just bench it as well, because there's no reason not to. So like next turn, we're going to hit for 70, and we're going to get a tag on the Absol. And 70 plus 140 is GG. So this is why you play aggro, because like you got to be able to go first. And that's what like Zeraora does. It's a go first card, which I think gives this deck a ton of potential in a metagame with Hydreigon specifically. Okay, so our hand is safe unless he plays red card, but if we top deck a copycat too, it would be insane. It would be actually insane. Yo, thanks for the follow, Eski, over on Twitch, I think. He actually retreats, which is smart, but we're going to KO him this turn anyway, so it's actually good for us. Oh, the Poison Barb's annoying. Poison Barb Nihilego's annoying, but we get the KO this turn. Mesa's fine. Copycat top deck would have been saucy. So now we just E-switch, we just KO the Dino, and now he's cooked. Like, he doesn't have anything to do. I'm not going to give him Mesagosa either. Platform hopping, I love it. So here it is. Here's turn 270. I mean, it's not incredible, but you know, we could go we could go Generator next turn and possibly start hitting for 140 next turn. But I think either way, this feels good. Because now we can KO the Dino. Like that's the example that's the only example we really needed here, was to see that we could outpace Hydreigon. Let's see if he gets another Dino down. Because we're going to always be able to deal with Absol. It doesn't matter. He does 2 at KO, but it just doesn't matter. The top decks are horrible, though. I don't think we attack. I don't think attacking here is worth it. No, do we? Yeah, because he can't KO. Because if we KO Nihilego, we only take 10, and Absol can't KO, so he's cooked. So I think we just win. We also could just draw in a generator. He doesn't KO anyway. Yeah. Took me a second there. And that's the thing with Mesa Goes. You don't have to play it. You know? You don't have to put this into play. I know it's kind of a dead card if you don't, but he's going to discard nothing from my hand. And he's going to get hit for 140 this turn. That's a good card. Generator would be nice if we could just draw one. Copycat's fine. Okay. So we just, like, one generator coin flip makes this, like, super free. If we can get it. All right, we whiffed. Not that it matters anyway, but 140. He's about to ice pop us. Get ready for the ice pop. All right, big copycat coming in next turn. Potentially generator to KO. Also Cyrus in the deck. There's the Dino, but he can't stay in. That's the funny part. But he has to. Yeah, GG. Shout out to Bellybolt. 70 means he cannot fully bring Dino in the front until fully evolved. Exactly. It's a really good number. 160, having to go through double 160 Mons is a really big deal. Like, that's not something most decks are well equipped for. 160 is an insane amount of... If this thing had 140, it'd be way worse. But it doesn't. It's got 160. Why does it have 160 HP? Hello? Dude, that's the same amount as Executor EX, bro. What are we doing? Why does it have 160? Can I get a coin? All right. I mean, this was going first, and we whiffed double generator, by the way. Steamrolled. He did lead Absol, I think. Wait, I'm playing against the AI on random battles to farm hourglasses, and I just faced a Bellybolt. It dealt 140 damage without having 4 energies attached to it. It's just 4 energies in play, Netsy. Or Netisco. It's 4 energies on the board, which is why it's really good. But I think you still play E-Switch with Zera and stuff. I don't know if we really need Giovanni in the deck, I'll be honest. I think we could change this list around a little bit to make it better, but I think the general concept is really good. Hydreigon counter? I don't know, dude. I think this is just a strong deck. I think this is just strong enough to just maybe contend with Hydreigon. Quite frankly. It's high roll. I think you play this high roll, which I know people aren't going to love, but I think you play high roll Bellybolt, man, and I think you just start trying to send it for 140. Like, you just do it. You just do it because why not? Okay, now we're going second. Another Hydreigon. This is what we like to see here. Do we lead Tadbulb or Peach? I think we always just go Pichu. But we'll go double Tadpole bench. I'm going to call this thing Tadpole all night. So he could get first evolution on us. He very well could. But he's going to be behind on energies all game. So that's the important thing to know. So we're going to go... We could possibly get 3 energies on board this turn. And if we get a Zera, then we're cooking. So this is an interesting board state. Going second, Pichu lead. Our hand isn't, like, incredible, but... Bellybolt going to go hard against Suicune. It's going to absolutely mop water decks, for sure. I play with Generator. I don't think people understand Generator, how good Generator is. I think it's just an incredible card in general. You definitely want to play it in decks where it's not, like, needed, but... Okay, let's pop off. Let's go. Let's do it. All in. Here we go. All right. That's 3 tails in a row with Generator. Feels bad. Can we get 1, though? We got 1. So if we can draw into a Zera here, that would be relevant. I mean, he's only got 2 cards in hand, bro. He might not even have Rare Candy next turn. There's Belly. Do we make... Do we Gosa this turn for the Zera? Do we Gosa? Anybody? It's a 50-50, and then it's also a 50-50 for the Zera. Well, I guess it's not. I don't think it really makes sense for us to do it. But, I mean, what are the odds, though? We don't want to give him any more chance for Hydreigon, do we? So, I guess we're not going to. Probably the smarter play not to. I thought 4 electric energy on the belly for 140. This is a good card. This card is super good, bro. This card is very, very, very good. All right, let's see. Does he have it? Oh, he has research, though. I'm a little scared. We should have gone for Zera. We should have done it. Because if he gets Hydreigon this turn, we're cooked. We should have done it. We should have done it too. Even if it was a Bellybolt, it would have been fine. Protect the Poncho? I don't think you need Poncho. Does because he kills Pichu, then you just kill the dragon immediately? Yeah, I guess. But if he... Yeah, see, we're chilling. We're big chilling. We start smacking. I will Gosa this turn. Nah, see, isn't even worth it now. We should have just Gosa because now doesn't even matter now. Because we only got one Bellybolt. We're about to take some damage here, but he attached to Nihilego, so I'm fine with all of this. I really am. So this is turn 2, 140. Going second, it's very possible. Because we generated and we Pichu'd. But now he's just got to take 140 to the face every turn. We're effectively Hydreigon right now. That's what we are. We're even better, though. We have more HP and we deal more damage. And if we ever draw into another Bellybolt, like that, now the only downside to our deck is can we draw the second Bellybolt? But if it comes down to it, like we could just go Mesa Gosa. Because as soon as you have the momentum in the game, you can just put down Mesa Gosa and then ride the momentum. Sometimes the momentum might flip because of it, but I think it'd always be worth it to do that. Jeez Louise, bro. Draw through your whole deck, why don't you? It's +5 card advantage on us. No Hydreigon yet would be crazy. We're going to have to go Gosa next turn regardless, though. Sadly, just because we need another Bellybolt or else we lose. Yeah. I'm just going to do it because he's going to get Hydreigon regardless, so. I know Copycat kind of guarantees it, but we're going to get 5 cards here. We're going to go +4 off this. It feels pretty solid. This feels great. Giovanni's really good. E-Switch is fine. Come on. Bro. I mean, we'll get it next turn, right? Regardless. For sure. There's no way we don't. We have a Research and another... We have 2 Gosa flips and Research. Uh-oh, dude. The game might do it to us. We might get sauced. We got 6 cards in deck. We can Copycat again, though, but he's going to play a bunch of cards here, so... So he's got to go Hydreigon. But, I mean, what are the odds that we don't draw into Bellybolt? After... We're going to have 3 cards in deck and a second Mesa Gosa flip. There's no way. There's no way. I refuse to believe it. Don't play anything else so that we could Copycat. Ice Pops don't matter. We have Giovanni in it. I guess they kind of do if we don't top deck Bellybolt. All right, big. They play 2 Ice Pops, though? We've yet to see back-to-back Ice Pops. The reverse Copycat. Okay, fine with that. I don't think many people know that the opponents can use Mesa Gosa. People will forget, for sure. They will. Let's see if did he draw his second Ice Pop? I don't really want to have to... All right. It comes down to this. It comes down to this. We have the energies. We have everything we need. Other than the boy himself. The big belly band himself. Jeez. All right. I'm a little sketching right now. I'm a little sketching. 5 cards in deck with Mesa Gosa. It's basically 2 coin flips. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Built different. Built different. Bellybolt's OG, dude. This is the new deck. This is the new tier 1. Potentially tier 0. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of Bellybolt? I think Bellybolt is the truth. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Press 1 in the chat if you think Bellybolt's meta. Type 1 in the chat if you think Bellybolt is meta. I'm actually going to put up a poll, too. Here we go. Ready? Belly meta? Question mark? Bang. The poll is now live over on YouTube. Get your polls in. We need to test some other stuff out. I've been infatuated with Bellybolt, but I feel a bit conflicted that they just reprinted Penny and Iono, but with different arts. Yeah, I know. They actually double reprinted them because they already existed. Oh, the poll's coming in here. A lot of people saying yes. A lot of people saying yes. 1.5? All right, okay. A little 1.5 in there. This feels like better version of the Helios deck. Yeah, dude, this is something, bro. It's not bad. Whatever you say about Bellybolt, there's no way that it's bad. There's not even a fighting type deck in the meta. I refuse to believe any of that. All right, what are we texting? What are we going to test next, guys? E-Generator's big. There's a million things we could test with Generator. Do you guys want to test Meow yet? Or we got to go Meow, right? We got to test out Meow. We got to do it. Let's test out the Meow. There's a lot. I don't think people understand the potential of Arboliva. I really don't think people do. Excalibur is interesting. I just don't know. I don't know about that. FGC Trey with the follow. Thank you, man. We're getting 80% yes votes here. The update is out, Zen. Please, Meow Squad it. We'll test Meow. We will test Meow. But the question is, how are we going to play it? This is definitely a point of contention here. For many people, we're not playing Fight Ups in the deck, sorry. We want the old... How far in the back is that old Sprigatito? Is that Shining Revelry? Is that when that came out? Shining Revelry? There it is. I saw it. No, that's the Floragato. But wait. Sprigatito. Where's the full art Sprig? Oh, was that a promo? I think that was a promo, sadly. No way. I gotta be wrong. There's a full art. Is that full art a promo? Why am I scrolling and why am I not just typing it out? Somebody help me. Why am I scrolling? We're gonna play one Baby Meow. It is a promo, isn't it? Hold on, sorry. I gotta check. It is, bro. It's one of the promos they only give us one of. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate that so much. Whatever. So I think Meow is the move. Quite frankly. Arboliva is an interesting thing to play here. But then that's double stage 1, so it's a little suspect. Do we want to play... I just don't know how the math works out. We're going to probably want one Floragato. Yeah, I don't know, though. Do we? Set his lame, but Belly's onto something. I think Belly's sick. Just long press on the card. I know. You run Arboliva? I don't want to try Arboliva, though. I want to try something else. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not even going to play the middle. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to go old classic for the Hydreigon counter. And we're going to play... You ready? We're going to go Chingling, double Ching, double Sprig. And then I'm going to try what I was thinking about before, which is Ogre Pawn. To keep Chingling alive from the... Oh, we have a full art. What is this? That's 8 Pokemon? Double Chingling lead? Sprigatito? You could always... The thing I like about Meowscarada and Ching is that you could always just retreat into Ching. And not really be affected too poorly by that. So, I'm going to try Chingling. And I want to try it specifically, like I said, into Hydreigon. We're going to have to attach an energy to the Chingling to keep it from getting poisoned, but I don't even care. Honestly. Okay. So I think we're playing a Gosa in here. And I think this is where I'm going to try one Gosa, one Arven. Low key, high key. I don't think we need any of that. We're not going to play Growth Extract, obviously. We need candies. Don't forget the candies. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go double Copycat, probably. Not going to be playing Alicia. Double Candy. Then we're going to go double Leaf Cape. So the only stuff we want to play... Because we got one Arven. Okay, so we need double Pokeballs, double Researchers. But we need room for Cyrus, though. That's the issue. I'm actually just not even going to play... Because Hydreigon exists. I'm not even going to play that Meow. Which I know sounds stupid, but I'm not even going to do it. People are going to laugh at that. I'm not even going to do it. It doesn't help me into Hydra, so I'm not going to do it. Double Pokeball, double Candy, double Leaf Cape, one Arven, one Mesagosa. Mesagosa is a possible cut here because we need one Cyrus for sure. And that doesn't leave any cards in the deck. A lot of supporters. Not that many, actually. Do you guys believe in Mesa? Do you believe in Mesagosa? Are you believers? I don't know if we really need it. We could also cut one Copycat. Because it's just a lot of draw support. I'm going to cut one Copycat, and then what else do we want, I guess? I don't even know. Lose to Ori? Yeah, dude. No one plays Ori. We're not worried about Ori. I love when people say that. We're trying to build into Hydreigon specifically. Ice Pop could be fun. I don't know. What do you guys think? Second Cyrus, Mars. Actually, no. We got to play Mars with the Chinglings. Let's go. All right. All right, guys. Time to re-queue. Bring in the Hydreigons, please. Sabrina? Maybe. I'm playing Mars, though, because I like Mars. We need more Mars in our lives. All right, guys. Re-queue up. I need another Hydreigon here. Do I have to re-enter this for some reason? It's annoying. All right. Password again. Mads battle. All right, guys. Only Hydreigons. Should work if you will first? No. Actually, yeah. I think Mesagosa actually does work with Will. What about Pheromosa? Pheromosa's a good card. I think I'd rather play Kartana, specifically for the Dino. Kartana might just be better, actually, than Chingling, but we'll try Chingling. We're leading Sprig anyway, but whatever. We're going first, though, so this is not that bad. If we just need to draw into rare candy. What is this? This is not a Hydreigon. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. What is this? Iceman, what are you doing? We need Hydreigons in here. We're testing against Hydreigon. We will go research before Pokeball. Will also does work for Generator. That's a good point. It's not a bad point. I don't even mind our hand at all. Our hand is gas. Our hand is straight gas. Hopefully he doesn't play Guzma. What are we playing here? Is this Altaria Greninja? We probably should play Double Cyrus in this deck. I think the more we play Meowscarada, the more I think we're gonna... Yeah, we'll test Ampharos later. Altaria first, I guess. It's all good. I too want to test against Hydreigon. Yeah, we have to. That's we got to do our due diligence here. Will should work if you will first. Yeah. I think Will... Oh, it's Mimikyu? Toady? Toady comes in with a 5 gifted. What a legend. Shout out to you, Toady. I love that. The Mars is clutch. So yeah, here we go. So now we're immune to statuses, which is somewhat cool, but doesn't really matter. Does the Greninja scare me? I mean, it kind of does. Not really. Does anything really scare me here? He's going to be stuck into the active. I mean, I guess he could attach and retreat next turn. This is where getting stream sniped kind of sucks here. We also are already down double tool cards, so Arvid might absolutely whiff on us here. All right. Sure. All right. It's all good. All right. Now I'm actually really curious. Does my opponent know what spot we chose? Thank you, Toady. I appreciate that. Ah, okay. He knows. All right. I was going to say, I wonder if he knows what spot I chose. But I think going to the actives are kind of usually the move here, because if he retreats, whatever, if he takes damage, he takes damage. Like, it's totally fine regardless. You know what I mean? The lack of healing in our deck is a little bit suspect. He's going to stay in. Sauced. Get absolutely sauced. So now what, though? Because now we can just pressure the Giratina, which is what I like about it. Ogerpon is massively underrated as well. I'm not ever even gonna... I'm committing immediately to... Yeah. Yeah, we just go Ogerpon here. So I'm not even gonna Mars yet, but I am just gonna Flower Trick. I'm never gonna even target the Mimikyu. I don't care. You 3, it KOs me. Yo, what's up, Jag? I think Meowscarada is busted. I think people are also sleeping on it. Because I think Ogerpon's a great partner for it. That's fine, bro. Bro. Cyrus top deck? This is what you got to play double Cyrus in this deck. Yeah, you got to play double Cyrus in this deck. This is nuts, dude. I know we drew kind of well, but this is insane. This is silly. Like, bro, do it. Like, go. I think we should actually just hit the active here. I think we always go active. Because Ogerpon... Hold on. Can Ogerpon KO next turn? 120? It does. Ogerpon just KOs next turn. So I think we always just go active. I could have been wrong, but whatever. No problem. Glad to see some active viewers get the subs. Dude, it's always good to see, man. The gifteds are always super hype. I'm loving Meow. Because now he can't come in with Giratina, or else he just takes 70. Yeah. So this will break the disguise. And then Ogerpon just KOs. And we could have just gone into Meow anyway. But Ogerpon does 120. 1 retreat cost. This is a good deck. I think Ogerpon kind of carries the deck a little bit. Insane. And the cool thing about this deck is like you're actually playing a game and you're not just sort of high rolling and getting lucky, you know what I mean? Like you make decisions, like it's really fun. This is a very high skill gap card. Like high level players are going to love this. They're going to love this. I don't know if they're going to love Bellybolt, but they're going to love this. Because that was OP. I think Meow's good. I think there's definitely some scenarios where it's not good. Like that's why I don't think it's like tier 0 potential, but it's definitely not a bad card. 70 to the bench for 1 energy on a stage 2 is never going to be a bad thing. Can we get a Hydreigon, please? Can we get Hydreigons? This deck's fire, dude. Meowscarada is sick. It's going to hard lose, though. Meowscarada is going to absolutely hard lose to certain things. You know what I mean? Can you show the deck, please? Yeah, we'll show it after. I mean, you just saw it, but I'll show it to you after. Casman, 57. Thanks for the follow. I love when Pocket Mats himself comes up with the cooks. Bro, all I'm doing is cooking. All right, not Hydreigon, sadly. Come on, people. Come on, Esky. Ah, look at that. He paid. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. He didn't want to get flamed. He's going to play it off like it was a mistake. Was that Melmetal? Are you trying to Melmetal me? We're going to try with Golden Go? Maybe. I think the set is totally fine. I think people just get so angry immediately at whatever, but I think Bellybolt's broken. I think E-Generator's broken. I think Meowscarada is super cool. And I'm actually really curious about Armarouge. I do think Armarouge is very like mid-tier bait, but it could be fun. So, Skarmory, Arboliva, dude, I'm telling you, Arboliva is crazy. Arboliva is going to be great. If you get double Arbolivas down, all right. Sakura, come on now. Give me a Hydreigon, please. We are going first again, which we like. All right. Yeah, Chingling lead. The hand is a little sus, but Godsley's playing Armarouge, and it seems crazy. I bet Armarouge is good, dude. Armarouge is probably totally fine. We'll have to wait and see. Research for Pokeball. Gold doesn't look that good to me. I don't think Golden Goes that good either, but can we possibly get... All right. That's a whiff on the Sprigatito there, sadly. But whatever. I'll just keep this now. We probably should have held that for a Sprigatito, but it's all good. We can Arven next turn. Double Arboliva is 120 HP heal, but you lose 2 energies. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe not. You have 3 bench spaces open, though. I think people need to realize, like, you could play a hilarious deck where you could play double Arboliva and a Baxcalibur on the bench. He just Sabrina'd me. He actually just hit me with a Sabrina. Not that that matters, but pretty funny regardless. No, that mattered, actually. All right, then. All right. All right, cool. All right, cool. He's going to attach to Absol, though. Our hand is kind of buns. It's Arven. We want a tool. Or sorry, we want an item. So Pokeball. It's a second candy. The time we wanted the Pokeballs. Look at this. Double candy, double Meow in hand. Just like we're playing Hydreigon. Or Greninja. I think we just stay in, quite frankly. Skeledirge Entei? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy talk. No way. We just, dude. All right. We're getting high rolled. We're getting high rolled supremed right now. It's hard to see it. Should have gone into Chingling. The Sabrina into the trap me into Ogerpon. And the Poison Barb to make me so I don't want a Chingling, and then you copycat into Hydreigon high roll. Crazy. He missed it, though, so we're chilling. We did ask for the Hydreigon, Eski. You're totally right. I don't think solo Ogerpon's going to be able to do it here. I'm not going to lie. He did bench Absol, though, so if we can get a Sprigatito down... Jeez Louise, dude. This is brutal. We do have Mars in hand. Do we really hit the active? If we hit the active, he's going to go into Mars, though, which I don't love. We can't go into Chingling because then we get... We could, actually. We could attach an energy to Chingling and then retreat. But we don't do that. But this is just a losing play, though. Is this not just a losing play? It has to be. I mean, I guess we're going to live one attack from Absol, but if we don't get a Sprigatito down next turn, like, we're absolutely mopped. We have zero hope, but whatever. We'll see. We're bricking, though. Double Candy, double Meow, 0 Sprigs. We have all 3 of our other basic Pokemon. So this is legitimately like the unluckiest the deck can possibly get. Imagine playing Hydreigon in random battles. While our opponent draws through his whole deck. We're living a hit, though. Did you put Pokeballs? Yeah, we have 2 Pokeballs in the deck. We've played 1. All right, we live a hit. He's going to take our Mars, which feels bad, considering that he has 15 cards in his hand, but whatever. Sprigatito. That's money. All right. He knows my hand. Going into Chingling there might have been a better option, but... Actually, we should have just attached to Meow. I don't know why we didn't. Because now we can't... We have to Flower Trick, which is a little suspect, right? No way he Ice Pops all this. There's no way. He's going to Ice Pop out of Flower Trick range? No, clutch. No second Ice Pop? Oh, he's about to draw into it, though. We're cooked. We're so cooked. The Ice Pops are getting us. No, not the Ice Pops. We lose to Ice Pop, sadly. I forgot that does exist. We played this entire game without Meowscarada, by the way. We played this entire game without Meowscarada. He's at 110 HP. We do live a hit, though, with Meow. So that's somewhat relevant. Can he stop, please? All right. All right. We got Ice Popped. We did. We got Ice Popped. Sad to see it, but hey, what are you going to do? Oh, he's still going. He's full. Let's go, dude. People ask me why we banned Ice Pop in our tournament this weekend. He almost ran out of timer, though, which is pretty funny. We still actually... We lose to Sabrina, and he has Sabrina. So, and he took rid of our Mars. So, that's a sad day. For show. Nothing we can do. We're going to get Sabrina. Pretty funny, though. Flower the back left. We lose the game if we lose. We're going to lose to Sabrina. I don't think you understand. Ice Pop is fine. It's a totally balanced card. The issue here in this scenario is that Flower Trick, like, we can't deal damage this turn. You know? We did break hard. Yeah, this is like all worst case scenario. So if we Flower Trick active, if he goes into Hydreigon, that's fine. So I think we have to hit this. But then we just lose regardless because we're never going to be able to live. Because we also whiffed on that Sprigatito. So we have to Flower Trick the active. Ice Pop makes every deck a high roll deck. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I think he just healed for a lot. I don't know what it was, but... Because he just goes into Hydreigon here, and we... If we had another Sprig, then maybe, but we know he has Cyrus and Sabrina. Oh, no, he already played Sabrina. Oh, never mind. So Sprigatito actually would have been a win condition. Technically. Now we can top deck Cyrus, and we win. We need to play double Cyrus in this deck, for sure. We definitely need double Cyrus. Like, I love Arvin or whatever, but we probably got to play double Cyrus. There's no way we top deck it, but I think that's got to be the move. Why did he retreat? Does anyone know why he retreated? That was inherently a losing play. Oh, no, we selected the active. Sorry, my bad. We did top deck Cyrus, too. We actually did. But we didn't have another Sprig. If we had flipped off Mesa Gosa, would have had a chance. Because we could have retreated into Sprig, but then he would have had Cyrus anyway, right? Right. Wait a minute. Nah, it doesn't work. I was going to say, because if we had targeted Nihilego, if we target this position here, he has to use his ability. So, like, there was a world where we could have won this, though, which is pretty funny. We just got unlucky because Flower Trick happens at the end of his turn. So, like, you know, there's a world here where we could have done some funny shenanigans, but yeah, we just obviously didn't have it. I think the Ice Pops, quite frankly, I think we lost to the Ice Pop in the whole Orgopron scenario. Yeah, and I Lego KO's too late. Feels bad, man. But there's nothing we can do there. We bricked off the Meows, and we also got Ice Popped into infinity, but what are you going to do? Oh, he had more Ice Pops. I forgot he never even ran out. I forgot he's still going. How much HP has he healed this game with Ice Pop? All right, I'm sorry. I can't do it. Apologies. I can't. This is why we're banning Ice Pop. We should be playing Ice Pop. Every deck should play Ice Pop. That's not a question. I think every deck literally should just play double Ice Pops because it's by far the most broken thing in the game. But I do think we should play double Cyrus. I don't know. We'll ride out without double Cyrus. But I do think there's a lot of potential for double Cyrus. I do think Chingling is the wave. So many things could have gone our way that game. I think it was actually the worst possible scenario possible for us. Leading Ogerpon, or I guess like not getting Meow, and then getting Sabrina into Ogerpon. So we didn't get Chingling lock in, and then we bricked off Sprig. It was like literally worst case scenario. Also, he discarded our Mars too. You can even sacrifice Hydreigon and bring Nihilego to the front. No, I know. Yeah, I know. There wasn't anything able for us to do there. Are we going second? Okay, we are, but we have Chingling. So let's see if he gets Poison Barb Nihilego this turn. No. Okay, so that's good. Double Meow again in the hand. Chingling or Cryogonal? I don't know, mate. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing to say. No rare candy, but we do have Spring in hand. This is why we actually might want to play Florigato, though. Because Chingling plus Florigato does KO a Dino with weakness. So there is like an inherent upside to that, but I don't think you ever want to get out of Chingling unless you're going into a Pokemon that can't get... You know what I mean? I want to play Mousgrata because that Flower Attack is game. Game of Chicken and Big Brain Retreat. Yeah, it is fun. All right, there's the Poison Barb. We don't have any rare candies, sadly. And he's just going to attach active and hit. So we're probably going to have to sacrifice Fly the Chingling, rare candy. All right, let's draw it and just KO the Dino, and we're chilling. Big. Also big. Okay. So, I mean, okay. So what is, like, in this scenario, what's the play? Because as soon as we drop the item lock, we're, like, kind of cooked low-key, right? I think we just KO the active this turn, but if we do that, we take damage. We take extra damage. What's up, AJ? I appreciate that, man. If we Flower Trick the active... Because this has the energy, so we always just want to KO this. But if he goes Rare Candy Hydreigon the following turn, like, we can never KO this guy. And then I think we just lose. So because he's got double Dino, we're in a really tough spot. But I think we just Solar Beam. And hope that we can draw, like, an Ogerpon next turn or something to get damage down, because we're not getting KO'd. So we're going to be able to hit him once, which should be fine. We just don't have any backup attacker. Like, he has double Dino, but we don't have Ogerpon or another Sprigatito, which means that, like, we will lose the game unless we get another one. But that's always the case anyway, though, right? Like, there's not... We can't sit here and be like, oh, like, you know... Because, yeah, I mean, it was likely he was going to get Hydreigon anyway. But he's going to take some damage here. He's going to get hit for 100 by us. Yeah, okay. So we're going to get Ice Pop rolled. No, okay. He's going to take 100. We just need something, dude. We just need Ogerpon or we need another Sprigatito. But if we... Yeah, this is why the middle evolution's always like a little bit suspect, you know? Mesa's fine. Let's get something off the Mesa. You also have no answer for Chingling yourself. Yeah, but other decks don't play Chingling. Hydreigon doesn't play Chingling, so we don't care. That's big. What do we get? Of course it's another Chingling, by the way. It would be, wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it be another Chingling? That's absolutely horrible. You win if you had tagged the active? How? What do you mean? He literally just would have gone into the other Hydreigon because he had double Dino. What are you talking about? Wouldn't have changed anything. At least I don't think so. Unless I just don't know what I'm talking about. Double Mars feels good in this deck since Flower will KO Dino. I kind of agree. He might get cooked here a little bit, though, because, like, the Chingling damage, like, it might do it. If he doesn't have another Ice Pop, then... Because, you know, we can... Of course. Of course he has another Ice Pop. Oh, he got Tails, though. Chingling's still holding on strong. It's hilarious that we Mesa Ghosted and flipped for the other Chingling, though. So bad. It's like worst case scenario. Like Ogerpon would have been broken and another Sprig would have been really good too. Although we're not playing the damage Sprig. I wonder actually, we probably should just play the damage Sprigatito, shouldn't we? We definitely should be doing that. There's no reason not to do that. Now we can't attack him, which I love. But we don't need to anyway. So we're safe next turn regardless. But then what do we do, right? Because we don't have another Pokemon. Oh, wait, Arvin? Arvin into Mesa Gosa here? Do something for me? We need heads. That's not a heads. Does pull a card out of our deck, though. Altaria plays Chingling? Yes, Doug, but we're not trying to beat Altaria with this deck. We're trying to beat Hydreigon. That's big. I need you to understand. Like, that's not... that's not the point. That's not the point of our deck. The entire point of our deck is to... Oh, we don't have Rare Candy, though. I am now realizing. We do have a Research and a Copycat left in our deck. So. Tough. Because we're safe regardless, and we're not going to attack. Let's go into Sprig. And cry for help. For the Clutch Ogre. He's going to bust out a third Ice Pop. I'm already feeling it. I already know. He's gonna like force me to attack him though. Of course he top decks a Copycat too, by the way. Insanity. Insanity. We only have 4 cards in our deck, bro. Kind of sad that the Floragato isn't 40 damage for 1. So now we do just lose to... We do now just lose to Cyrus, which feels bad. But we can still Mars him to 1. Maybe get lucky. We also have to understand that you already have a counter to Hydreigon in Buzz. Yeah, but Buzz is bad. All right, this is quite annoying here. Because what we have to do is Mars, because we lose next turn if we don't. Because if we go into Meow, we lose to Cyrus. So we have to Mars this turn. Because there's no way he doesn't have it. Well, but then he'll just KO me with absolute... No, we're at 90 HP, which is hilarious. We have to Mars, though. I mean, we already saw this deck play against Altaria, that's Greninja, though. Or no, it was Mimikyu, but still. Do we just stay in here? Yeah, I think we just stay in. Because he can't KO with Absol, because we're at 90 HP. Rare Candy, 3 cards left in deck, by the way. Big Tails. No way he has Cyrus. I don't believe it. He is going to go for it now, though. We should probably be playing a Sabrina in our deck, too. He's got 4 cards in deck. Does he have it? There's no way. We Mars him to 1? Bro, the Mars was a lie. The Mars was a lie. Another Brickfest, sadly, for us. Yet another Brickfest. Just couldn't get the second Pokemon online. Which is tough, too, because like we're playing Ogerpon for that reason. You know what I mean? I think we're just quite unlucky. Why not cry for help? We are out of Pokemon, yeah. Yeah, cry for helping would not have helped us. We just Mesagosa didn't grab anything. I think we're just bricking, man. We're just bricking. I don't know if there's any way around that with this deck. Is the thing. You know what I mean? I'm okay to run it back because I know, you know, the RNG is going to hit. Sometimes it's going to not hit. I don't know what I would change about our deck, though. You know? Because we have Ogerpon. I think Ogerpon puts in a ton of work. It's just, if you don't draw your Pokemon, you can't do anything. So maybe we just cut like an Arven for a copycat or something. I don't know. Maybe a middle evolution. I don't know, man. I think it's just that we're playing a rare candy deck, so we need both rare candies. Our deck is functionally the same as Hydreigon in the sense that we're playing double stage 2 Pokemon and then a basic. So like our deck shouldn't be any less consistent than Hydreigon. You know what I mean? It should be like the same amount of consistency. It's just I think the last couple of games we just haven't drawn the card. Somebody's playing Charizard against me? Alright, bro. Sounds cool. Celebi one-shots Hydreigon. Is it even worth having Chingling in the deck? Wouldn't it be better to just have Meows and Ogerpons? Well, I think what Chingling does is it helps you when you go first so that your opponent can't go turn 2 Hydreigon. That's the entire only concept of Chingling. But it might not synergize really well with Flower Trick is the tricky part. But with Ogerpon, we can attach to Chingling and not take poison damage? Maybe not. It might not even matter. Like, you might not be wrong about that. I'm not trying to hate on you here. Oh, it's Armarouge. Of course, he's playing Armarouge into our Meowscarada deck. Isn't this an auto-lose? Probably, dude. I don't know. We ride. We ride. Yeah, I think Kartana's, honestly, if we're really going into... Yeah, dude, maybe Pheromosa? I think the Chingling stuff is interesting. But I think you're right. I'm actually not really feeling the Chinglings. We might cut the Chingling and just play Kartana Pharah or something crazy. Something ridiculous like that. Kartana can 1-hit KO Dino. So that's why I would feel pretty good about it. Again, we need rare candies. Arven should be helping us get rare candy. It's one of the few cards that can do that. But obviously it doesn't feel great. He attaches active. It's an interesting play. I would bring Celebi. Celebi wouldn't even be that bad, but I think Ogerpon kind of functions in a similar way. He just retreats. He retreats and then Charmeleons, so he's hoping we don't just KO him this turn. I don't hate this play, though, really at all. Maybe he does 30. So if we get rare candy, he just loses? Is that what he's going for here? I mean, good for him. Because now we have to copycat for 4. You know what I'm saying? Well, another Sprig is probably fine. He doesn't want to KO Meow. Alright, send it. We need rare candy and Meowscarada. Fair would be fire with both versions of Meow. I agree. That's bad. That's bad. That's also bad. That's fine. Okay. So Loki kind of cooked. A little bit. But we can always just pivot, Chingling, stall, maybe get lucky. Well, I guess we could just sack the active and cry for help. But what does that really help us with? Because if we cry for help, we will get a meow. But is that going to help us at all? If we attach Ogre Pawn, I don't think we're ever going to be able to hit for full damage here. So he's not going to be able to attack next turn, though. So what does he need? He needs Flame Patch, Armor Rouge to KO next turn. So I think we just retreat into Chingling to guarantee that he can't do that. Because he can't Flame Patch. Celebi guarantees one-shot towards Hydreigon. That's true, actually. That's a really good point. We could play the baby Celebi. So he goes into Armor Rouge, but he can't attack this turn. Because he can't Flame Patch. And we're doing a little bit of chip damage. We're also living an attack. Meowdessi with Extract. The synergy's crazy. Maybe. Might be something to that. Who knows? Yeah, so we can't Flame Patch. But we know he kind of has one in hand. So there's one rare candy. The thing is, like, going into the second Meow here is, like, never, ever likely. So I think what we have to do is start to set up Ogre Pawn. And then we're just Flower Tricking the active. He won at KO's Ogre Pawn, but we could target the bench, but I think we have to get down the Armor Rouge first of all. That's obviously priority, so I'm going to do this. Is Lurantis a consideration, maybe? I don't think so. I like Lurantis, but I don't think so. Arven definitely sounds OP for Rampardos. That's something we should probably look into. Double Arven Rampardos with, like, I don't even know. So there's the Flame Patch, which is fine. We live a hit, so it doesn't really matter. We actually just KO him next turn. This matchup's free. It's a free matchup. Why is this matchup easier than Hydreigon? I'm just kidding. It just comes down to whatever cards you draw, really. Armor Cannon. Oh, we only take 40. I forgot about that. We don't KO. I forgot. He only takes minus 30. That is broken, actually, low-key. Shout out to this dude. But now he has to keep attacking. Or attaching and attacking the active. So we're just going to attach Ogre Pawn here and Flower Trick the active again. The new pack is releasing tonight. It is actively in the game. It has already released. It's easier because you didn't start Chingling. Well, we did start Chingling. What do you mean? Why no Extract? We're not playing any middle level. Extract does literally nothing in the deck. Flame Patches. Oh, that's really good, though, because now he's setting up the thing, but whatever. Oh, and he's got the Charizard. All right, I think we lose because this is only a 4 energy attack cost. That's kind of OD that he had double Flame Patch, I'm not going to lie. It's actually exactly what he needed. But we do KO. So I don't think we can win, actually. I really don't. Because we have no way, because we're not playing Sabrina, bro. This deck really needs Sabrina. I feel that, like, in my core. I really do. I feel pretty strongly about... Oh, if that was Rare Candy Meow, we could have actually just come in and then Flower Tricked there in one. But yeah, sadly, we don't... Well, we need Sabrina in this deck. That's, like, part of the downside, I think, to me. So many games, like, I feel like we could have won with Sabrina. How did he get... Like, he just drew into double Flame Patch, specifically? I guess he could have had it. He could have had a Flame Patch this turn as well. But, yeah. Charizard is bad. Well, we can beat Armor Rouge pretty easily, but the Charizard on the back is going to be quite difficult. I actually do like this, though. I like this better. We got to put a Sabrina, dude. We have to throw a Sabrina in this deck. You want if you Flower Trick the Charmander, but it's hindsight, since he didn't evolve it? How would we have won if we flowered? How would that have won? Oh, I guess you know what you mean. Oh, okay. So I guess what you're... No, because he could have just retreated. because he had Charizard. So like he wouldn't have stayed in with Armarouge if we had Flower Tricked this. I don't think that would have worked. Oh, here's Meow. Yet again, though, we just win if we have Sabrina. That's the one thing, though, about Meowscarada is that it's just, like, kind of coincidentally, like, a little bit scary because, like, the damage doesn't come until after his turn. You know what I mean? So that's why it just doesn't really work out that well. I do think you need Sabrina, though, pretty heavily. For sure. I don't know. I also think our deck's probably not super ideal. But if we had Flower Trick the Charmander, then Armarouge wouldn't have taken any damage and we wouldn't have any way to KO it. Because he could have just retreated. You know what I mean? The same thing would have happened. Yeah, I don't think the Chinglings are worth it. I think... But, like, what else are we playing, though, I guess is the question. There's got to be something else. I think Celebi is a cool option. The nice thing about Chingling, though, is that it's a free retreat, right? You could just play Cleffa. Could even play Cleffa. I don't know. That deck, I think Meowscarada is good. I think we just need to play it properly. But the Meowscarada is going to have some really bad matchups and some really good matchups. I do think Armarouge is very, very interesting. It's going to absolutely just lose, though, to bench hitting decks that aren't Meowscarada. Like a Greninja deck will just clear. Kartana I like Kartana. I do like Kartana. I really do. I think Charizard makes the most sense for Armarouge. I don't even know if I want to test it because I don't think anything else is really worth it. Honestly. It's a bit of a slow burn deck. Pairing it with Ariados is kind of funny. That could be interesting. The thing is, like, what are we doing with Ariados in the active, you know? Why not run the middle evolutions and extract? The middle evolution is not doing anything for us. And it's bogging up the deck a ton. It's all good, Brian. Yo, GG. I like Armarouge a lot. I do. But the game could have gone so differently, you know? I think we kind of are just getting unlucky. But so if we cut this, I guess we could cut... So we'll cut the Chinglings, right? For reference. And I do really want Sabrina in the deck. I think Sabrina's huge. I think Ogerpon's also worth it, too. But Pheromosa is an interesting play. Ariados would, like, repel and Sabrina would be really funny. Just trap Pokemon in the active. I do think Arven is worth it, though. Like, I kind of want to test Arven for that reason, but... We could keep Arven in the deck, I guess, technically. So we'll play like one Sabrina, one Cyrus, double research, only one copycat, so like maybe a second copycat would be worth it. Probs Guzma for the Poncho. I guess. I don't know. I'm not really... I mean, maybe. If we're really... We could build this deck to definitely beat Hydreigon. That's for sure a reality that we could do here. But I don't know if I like Pheromosa any more than I like Kartana. I think I'd rather always play Kartana. Like what, like one Kartana, one Celebi? But I don't really like Celebi. The bots are playing the new non-EX Water Charge Mon with Suicune and Qianpao. That sounds horrible. Maybe get one ball for another Searcher, so there's less chance of getting a ball with Arven. We don't mind getting balls with Arven, though. I don't think you can really control that. I think Celebi would be really cool, though. Do we really cut Ogerpon, though? What if we just played double Kartana? And just hounded Hydreigon? Like, what if we just did that? You know what I mean? What if we just do this? I'll just try this out again, but with Kartanas and see if just like the aggro momentum actually just kind of carries this. I think Kartana's kind of underrated. Are you going to try Palmot with Nimona? I think going first, though, Kartana just feels so bad. Probably not going to test out Palmot. I'm not a big believer in it, but it could be fun. MTG Catalina, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. So if we're going first, which is inherently here, it's going to be bad for Kartana. We're playing a steel deck now. People have abandoned Hydreigon. They don't want to play Hydreigon anymore. And I can't really blame them. Can't really blame them. Oh, Skarmory, Arboliva. So Kartana not very useful inherently into Skarmory. In fact, this is a deck that just kind of auto wins against Meowscarada. Like, that's the thing is, like, there's going to be so many things in the game that Meowscarada is never going to be able to beat. Ever. You know what I mean? Anything that does, like, damage reduction and plays, like, Poncho and stuff, is you're just kind of cooked. You're always going to be kind of cooked. We'll see. Should I Poke Flute with Meowscarada? Well, then you're just kind of only going for basics and stuff on the bench, but most decks don't really play anything like that, you know? I'm actually just gonna... We could Arven for the Leaf Cape and then attach to Kartana, because we'd live a hit. That could be funny, actually. Because if we whiff, then we just get the Pokeball. So I'm actually gonna Arven before Research here. It's a better chance at getting a Leaf Cape. Let's go. I love how it gives me still the negative sound effect when I flip tails, which I love. So now we can just get a couple attacks off with Kartana. It kind of worked out. I really do like Arven, I'm not going to lie. Catalina? Oh, let's go. What's up, Cat? MTG Catalina. That's right, our judge for the tournament series. I think this weekend's going to be super hype. Why not chuck in a non-EX Meow for extra damage? Yeah, I forgot. We probably should be doing that too. I remember I cut one because I was like, it's not going to help us versus Hydreigon, but it probably would have helped us a lot in a lot of these games. I think that might be kind of a core piece that we're missing here. We probably should play that Meowscarada. Would be very helpful in this particular scenario, wouldn't it? That's pretty funny. Thank you for mentioning that. What are we going to cut from the deck? I guess we could hold a spot here for Ogerpon, but... I do think we should play that Meow. I really do, because it is kind of the thing that's going to save this deck from being really bad into like a lot of different matchups. Is the 130 damage Meow. So that's probably a good point. Something we will consider. Anyone have a Skeledirge for trade? I think I probably have a couple, but second Skarmory comes in. I just don't know if we can get through the Skarmories. I don't think we have enough damage on board. Maybe Ogerpon? Ogerpon kind of fills that condition. We could probably cut Ogerpon for the Meow, for another Meow. Because I like Ogerpon, but I think I'd rather just play the extra Meow. You know what I mean? Low key, high key. So he's taking a lot of less damage from the active. So what do we just Flower Trick the active here? Or the bench, rather? Is that the move? I think we got to start setting up Ogerpon. So if we Flower Trick the bench, this will be just kind of a guaranteed 70. It's a way to kind of get around the damage reduction at least. Oh, never mind. It takes 50 less damage from attacks of your opponent's Pokemon. But it's at the end of his turn, though. So, yeah, this gets around the effect of Jasmine, at least. Not the bench, but the fact that it's delayed. So it wouldn't have mattered which one I attacked, but... We could draw another Meow. We could, like, double bounce around, do some crazy stuff here. We're going to definitely need Ogerpon set up. But, yeah, like, the non-EX Meow would be really, really useful, I think, in a lot of matchups. It's probably worth running, because it would be really helpful into Absol as well. You know? But the thing that we didn't really get to take advantage of was like early Meowscarada on the board into Hydreigon, because like what it'll do is stop your opponent from ever being able to bench Absol. You know what I mean? And I think that's relevant. Quite honestly. We can do a really funny play here though, which is... I think we still have to commit to Ogerpon. So if we Sabrina here... Right? So if we Sabrina and then Flower Trick target the active, what this does is that he has to stand in. If he retreats, he goes to 0 energy. So I think this is the play. And then Ogerpon, we just go next turn. Because then we can Cyrus this up in Ogerpon. And if he doesn't have Cyrus, then we win. But we also have a Mars, I think, in the deck, unless we cut Mars. Either way, this is fun. Celebi's definitely the way to go. Meow does 2 little damage and ignores... Celebi ignores that if it's an evolution. Yeah, I mean, Celebi would be really nice to just kind of KO out like a full HP Hydreigon. Oh, I forgot Ice Pop. Forgot Ice Pop existed. My bad. I think we always should just be going for the bench, though. But these Ice Pop decks are quite literally just all direct card counters to Meowscarada. Because, like, it's about targeted low damage amounts. So, like, anything that's just going to get lucky and heal a bunch with Ice Pop is inherently going to beat Meowscarada all the time. There's no way to get around it. Celebi is terrible, though. Celebi's not terrible. It's really good into certain things. And here's the Indeedee. Yeah, we're out. We're out of here. I'm not playing against a literal counter deck. I'm not doing it. The Skarmory Indeedee Lucky Ice Pop is not. I'm not here for it. I apologize. There's a lot of things Meowscarada might be able to do, but that's not what we're here for. That is not what we're here for at all. If you're playing Meow in tournament and that's what you hit, you're not gonna go very far. LOL. LOL. Okay, but I do think throwing in a Buzzwole and a Lucamine could be interesting. I just don't know how I really feel about Ogerpon. It's not bad. I feel like it should be better. Could he have just killed one of the Skarmories there? No, because he takes less damage from attacks, so nothing we had could have KO'd him. If we did 80, it would have done 60, and he had 70 HP, so we couldn't KO the active. I like Armarouge, and I like Charizard. I think there is some potential with Meowscarada. We haven't really found it yet. I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to play one of the baby Meows. Because I think that is probably just correct. Is it not even going to show me it? It's not even an option for some reason? Okay. A little bit of an oversight, I think. So we'll play one of these. We have cut Ogerpon, which I guess in general makes the deck a bit more consistent in some ways. Free Sabrina, then Flower Tricked. Yeah, but nothing would have changed. Instead of just killing him, we couldn't have killed him. That's what I'm trying to say. No, we couldn't have killed any of his Pokemon. Oh no, if we Sabrina'd the one, what did he have the one? If the one on the bench had 70, we could have done that. For sure. Which we probably should have done, to be honest. But I was very checked out of that matchup regardless. It's not what I'm interested in playing at the moment. So if we played this Meowscarada... Do we still play Kartana? If we played this Kartana... I don't know if Kartana is really worth playing. That's what I'm trying to think. Like, Kartana is going to be specifically useful to KO dinos. But going first, the card is really not good. It's just really not useful. You know what I mean? Well, I guess going first, we can still KO a dino, but into anything other than Hydreigon, I just don't know if Kartana is really that necessary. So I think what you want to do with this deck, like, quite honestly, is, like, just play Meowscarada. You know what I mean? That's what's interesting. But you also want to buffer into Hydreigon, because, like, if you go second and then they just go turn 2, that's kind of what the Chingling was for. I really don't know. I don't know how we want to play Meowscarada, because I think if you play it in a way that's good into... I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird one. I don't know if I want to keep thinking about it. I'm sure somebody smarter will figure it out. But yeah. That's how I feel. I kind of want to play Bellybolt because it's broken. What else was there? Could play Meowscarada Decidueye again? Yeah, but I just don't think that's helping. I'm sure it's already been asked a bunch, but what is the set even worth opening packs on? I think so. Yeah, I think every set's worth opening. You could play Heals. You could play Erica and Lily. I suppose. I suppose you could. The Ariados stuff is kind of interesting to me. I'm not going to lie. But then you would want to play like Sabrina's and other fun stuff. Have you played around with Skeledirge yet? Some Hydreigon DNA in that one? I know. Skeledirge is very interesting. Is there any like basic fire attacker? Like I guess Entei, right? Armarouge next? I mean, we could do Armarouge. We did just, I think, play against somebody who was playing Armarouge, and I think that's kind of how you would play it. Chien-Pao Baxcalibur? Bro. I just don't even understand how that deck works. You need 3 energies. I just don't. I think Chien-Pao is just in general terrible. There's literally no way to ever get 2 energies in the same turn on Chien-Pao unless you have like double Baxcalibur, but that's just not happening. I don't. And you only have 130 HP. I don't think you can ever build Chien-Pao. You replace both Meows with Hydreigons and then add some Poison Barbs. Yeah, man. Also, like, Lucky Ice Pop. Like, I haven't put it Lucky Ice Pop in these decks, but it's probably just always worth it still to play Lucky Ice Pop in every deck above, like, most other things. Like, if you can just put 2 in there, then if you have 2 Baxcalibur, yes, but we're not going to have double Baxcalibur in time. You know, it's going to be turn 6 by the time we do that. Know what I'm saying? Chien-Pao stated like a first set mon. Yeah, dude. Chien-Pao is like literally coming, like it's from like a Genetic Apex pack. They made that thing so irrelevant, it's insane. Baxcalibur is interesting though. I kind of want to play something with Arboliva. Should we do that? I kind of want to do that. What can we play with Arboliva that would be really funny? A 60 heal every turn to an EX? Like that'll just snowball out of control. Sounds kind of fun to me. And I feel like I know the answer, but I don't want to do it. If you're going to play Baxcalibur, you might as well play Palkia with Misty Gang. That's true. Palkia could be interesting. We got to build an Arboliva deck, dude. We got to do it. Megavine? That's just too many. That's too much going on. I don't think we can do that because there's too many evolutions. I think we got to play. I'm going to go like 2-2-2, like low key. And then what though, I guess. Bro, we already know the answer to this, don't we? We already know the answer. This is Pinsir. This is Pinsir written all over it, bro. This is Pinsir all day, every day. That's what this is. I'm going double pin. Bro. I'm just healing 120 damage from a Mega Pinsir every turn with Leaf Cape. Throw Erica's in here. Maybe you didn't notice, but hear me out. There's a strong, amazing new card. It's called Hydreigon. Bro. You're trolling me. I know you're trolling me. I know you're doing it. I'm going to do this. This sounds hilarious. We're going to do this. I'm trying this out. Low key, high key. I'm going to throw a Mesa Gosa in there. I'm going to throw... Dude, I'm doing it all. We're doing it all right now. Just wait for it. Double extract. For sure. What are we doing? What is this? Double copycat. I'll throw one Ray of Candy in, why not? Double leaf capes all day. For sure. I think we need probably researches. We're running out of deck space. Quick, hold on. Do we play? Oh, we need ice pops too, bro. Cutting a Dolive. Cutting an extract. Do we just cut a Pinsir too? Do we just say whatever? Cut the Pinsir? Do we really need to double Pinsir? I guess if we don't want to lead Smoliv though, do we? We'll cut the Arven. These are non-needed cards. We're gonna cut Mexicosa too. All right, this leaves us 15 cards in the deck though. It does. Do we? We probably still want double extract actually. What else do we want? Man, I don't even know. Probably want... Hold on. We need, like, mission critical cards here. Like Pokeball. Just as an example. And then we need Ice Pops. Where are they? Oh. Double Ice Pop. Can we not just win with this deck, though? Is this actually that bad of a strategy? This can't be that bad. This is pure meme. Let's go. All right. Time to face the meme, ladies and gentlemen. Poncho? I mean, I guess probably should play Poncho, but if you needed to go through double Arboliva, like, you're just not going to win. That's the reality of it. Because we're pairing it with a Mega. So, like, hitting the bench is never a winning strategy. That's why you don't really need Poncho. Anyway, let's send it. Can I not? Why can't I play it? Oh, I need another code. What does it keep making me have a code? Mads. Battle. Let's go. All right. Big concepts here, folks. We're going to have a 190 HP Pinsir. Will? We don't need Will, dude. Where we're going, we don't need Will. You might want Erica's over Ice Pop to heal bench damage. No, dude. We don't care about the... If they're hitting the bench, they lose. Because, like, you got to deal with the Pinsir in the active. That's the whole strategy, bro. Can't wait for you to reread the ability. What does the ability say? You got to discard an energy to use it? It's fine. It's all good. That is true. Nobody's trying to battle. I forgot. We can't go double Arboliva, but at least we just have the likelihood of getting one Arboliva down. Potentially. What else are we using this for, though? That's what I don't understand. Serena 2 Pinsir. What if we played it with Giratina and we just piled up energies every turn with Giratina for a while? I mean, we got Ice Pops. I mean, it's still doable. I mean, 60 healing. By the time maybe we need to heal twice, maybe we can get it going. Let's try it out. You never know. You can with Leafeon? Yeah, I guess that is true, kind of true. Low-key. We're going second? We are. Okay. There's potential. Heal 120 and still hit? Yes, actually. You could just sort of tank with a Leafeon in the active. That could be pretty funny. Leafeon's the only thing I think that could utilize double Arboliva. That would be really funny. Maybe Leafeon's the move, but then you're playing a little bit too many Pokemon, I think. I guess it's only 10 Pokemon. Hello, Dolive. We actually led Mega Pinsir and went second, so... Potential. Higher Smoliv. Oh, we have 200 HP, actually. That's broken. Double Smoliv? Cooking. Absolutely cooking. Can't tell me nothing. Get ready, fool. About to get swept. About to get swept. Leafeon's interesting. What is Leafeon with Leaf Cape? 170? I mean, some things are KOing you, I guess. 170, but we heal for 120 every turn? Might be able to just kind of make it go. Might be able to just make it happen. On the real. What we need to do is flip heads on this Hydreigon, though. That's priority number one, right? Extract? We can't extract the same turn we play it, though, so we're actually going to hold it. Because we can't extract the Dolive, so we're going to hold it. Oh, man. Oh, man. We're going to get slapped in the face, bro. But at least we can maybe kind of heal back up, though, next turn. You know what I'm saying? Just copycat it for 2? That's crazy. That's crazy. So what, we're playing one middle evolution, though? So this is our only one. So we're definitely going to want to extract this, because we can never extract this one. He hits the active, which is fine. We don't care, but we might just win here. Why are we playing double extract? Probably don't need double extract, do we? But we'll do this anyway. Because we're playing one candy. LOL. So we can't do this, right? Because we got to detach an energy, so we'll just Ice Pop for the dubs. Got to get lucky on this, though, don't we? No, wait, one's fine. Let's go. You can't beat me. Are we playing double? No, we are, aren't we? Are we playing 2 middle evolutions? We are. Oh my god, our deck's broken. No, we're not. Okay, never mind. That's LOL, though. That's big LOL. All right, anyway. Skeledirge's ability stacks, bro. They just play Charizard. Why are you playing double Skeledirge? That's insane. That's hilarious. Bro, he's not prepared. Well, we do need to flip heads here, though, or else we kind of just lose, unless we get lucky with ice pops. Our deck is hilarious, though. Hello? Just lookered me. What does looker do? We just got memed. Your opponent reveals all the supporter cards in their deck. He's gotten valuable information now from us. I'm a little bit scared. So 130. But the Night Lego's gone, so this is only 10. Can we actually even heal out of range of this? It's a good question, isn't it? We'll see. So that's 100. Yeah, we need a couple of ice pops here. Did Hydreigon get nerfed? I don't think it got nerfed, but I do think a lot of other things are pretty strong. Hold up. We also have the coin flip on the attack as well, which we love. One more ice pop, we're chilling. Ah, never lucky. All right. Here we go. Pop off. No. What do you mean? What do you mean? Come on. Wait, hold on. Maybe he doesn't have ice pop, though. Maybe he doesn't have ice pop and we're chilling. I mean, 60 every turn's broken, even if it's just... He does. Why wouldn't he have ice pop, dude? Why wouldn't we? Why would we get double tail flips on the ice pop and on the attack? And then he also has ice pop. You know what I mean? Never lucky, bro. Never lucky. Sad to see, quite frankly. Sad to see. The ice pop betrayed us. Poor ice pop. Yeah, I guess the issue with Pinsir is that sometimes you just don't deal enough damage. I guess that is inherently an issue sometimes. But you can't really fit Will in the deck. Is there anything else? I guess someone said Leafeon, but I think Arbolive is broken. I just don't know what we want to play it with. There's got to be something, bro. I don't know what it is. Erica wins that. True. Big facts. But it's less swaggy than an ice pop, that's for sure. So, okay. So, I mean, to me, that's enough of like, all right, even if with Arboliva and ice pop, like we still might not be able to live 2 hits from a Hydreigon because of the poison and whatnot. I don't know if... I just don't know. Like, what really works with Arboliva? You could just play Indeedee. You could just play Stadium, like Giant Cape Indeedee, and then you also... That's 100 healing every turn? Is that the move? Is that the move? I guess we only do one set of Arby, and then one set of Leafeon. We don't want to discard 2 energies. Yeah, but then you have to draw into Arboliva. So that's the issue with a card like that. Is that, like, if you only play one line, like, you're just not going to draw it. You know what I mean? You could do Snorlax, you just never have... You'd never get enough energies on a Snorlax. That's the issue. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Play Lapras. Play Lapras. You could play Bellybolt, dude. You could straight up just play Bellybolt. Which would be crazy. Maybe one of our Believo on. 2 quick growth still and an Ogre Pawn. Indeedee is good too, though. Mega Altaria Arboliva. Bro. It's something like... I feel like Dusknoir is just better. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe Arboliva is not that good. I think if this didn't have the restriction of, obviously, of that you needed the energy, because it does, like, greatly limit... that's true, dude. You could play Buzzwole. You could play Buzzwole with, like... You could do Lusamine stuff, which would be pretty funny. I don't know. Has anyone tried to bring back Guzzlord with ice pops and stuff? I don't know. I don't have the brain either right now. It's 11-11 right now. All my like, hot ideas are out. I think the Armarouge Charizard stuff is fire. No pun intended. I think Bellybolt's solid. I really do think Meowscarada has a lot of potential. I just don't know really how to... I don't know how to build it yet. Someone will figure all that out. But the lightning stuff is honestly very interesting in general. Like, I think Ampharos needs maybe a second look at here. I think Ampharos has potential. Is there any other lightning Pokemon that are, like, actually strong? Because I just think the lightning package right now is broken. White Boy Ryan with the follow. What's going on, man? You know what I mean? Like, I just think the lightning stuff is insane. Can we see some Dingo? I guess we can try it. Yeah, do you guys want to try to build a Dingo deck? I guess we can make it happen. Let's see here. What's the... Okay. All right, hold on. What do we... Are you guys thinking Worm Dingo? Is that what you're thinking? Are you guys actually thinking Worm Dingo? Or do you want like Dialga? Turbo Mag with Candy in the new item. You guys want Worm? The new Worm looks crazy? All right, let's test out the Worm here. But if we're playing Worm... All right. The issue with this whole strategy is actually having Worm in the active. You know what I mean? That's the whole issue. So you kind of want to like play a baby Pokemon to like offset it or whatever. Does it matter which Gimmighoul we play? It's got to be this guy, right? Just a sauce on him. What does the other one do? What does the other Gimmighoul do? It's super old, isn't it? Can't be better than that one. That one's kind of cracked, actually. Where is Gimmighoul? Arven's Skull Fossil? Yeah, dude. Fossils have potential. What's the other Gimmighoul, bro? Chestaflage? No way we're playing Chestaflage, dude. Get out of here with that. Play a couple of these spicy fellas. Double Worm, double Gimmies. And then what? Do we want to play X-Speed, though? What if we go first? Is our deck just terrible? That's a genuine question. Allow us to a bot using the Worm. I feel like you run only one Gimme with Ortho to stack both into Mars. Mars or something? Yeah, but then you got to draw Gimme, don't you? Isn't that suspect? So, all right, dude. Send it. Whatever. You know, you never know. You'll never know unless we try. Am I right? All right. So, like, what's the move, though? Like, what are we playing in the deck? Probably Arven or, like... You need one Lyra? Why do we need Lyra for? Do we also need a Poncho? Is that what are we Ponchoing Golden Go? Nobody plays bench damage, bro. The thing is, we're going to lose to Sabrina or something like that. Just Dialga with Steel Apron? I don't think Steel Apron is ever worth it. I think we'd rather just play Core Barrier because this guy's got 100 HP, dude. Like, Worm's got 180 HP. Like, I think we play, like, Double Barrier. Like, low-key, high-key with Arven. And then what? Like, what other... Like, I don't even know. Like, what what other item cards are we playing in the deck? W. What's up, Yuki? Like, I don't know what we even play in the deck. Do we want, like, a... Stadium? What stadium? Mesa? I don't think Training Arena is ever worth it. You could play Starting Plains, given 20 HP. Use Full Art Dengo? Do I just run a 1-1, you mean? We got double barriers in here. 2 pops? I really think Ice Pop's that needed? You essentially keep Orthworm active and keep it alive as much as possible using the core barriers and 1 metal helmet for Golden Go. I think I'd rather... Sure. We'll play a helmet. We can't play heavy helmet. So it's got to be apron, you mean? The trainer that you can pull a damaged Pokemon. Why would we play that, though? I don't understand. What is that doing? I think Meowth is probably a bit better than Orthworm, but I do want to test Orthworm. It's very interesting. I think we play Stall, actually, is low-key, I think, the move here. I know it sounds funny. I'm actually going to play... we'll play Pokeballs. Where is it? I think Mars is fine. I think we play a Flute. Let's play the Saucy Flute in there. I'm going to play... We're going all in. I'm going to play Sabrina. Check it. I'm going to play Sabrina. And I'm going to play a Repel. We're playing early game Stall with Arven. I don't know what we're searching. I guess these are item cards. So I guess Arven can search for the item cards. And Pokeballs, right? Which we are playing, so that's fine. Do we have Copycat? Yeah, we do have Copycat in the deck. What else are we playing? Malasada? You think Ice Pop? I don't think Ice Pop is really that needed. Adds it into Bax Caliber deck so I can use Crown Rare? Dude, you're insane. I wish I could help you, brother. I wish I could. Truthfully. Is there anything else worth playing? Like, I don't... What is there to play? We'll play a Starting Plains, because why not, dude? And then we'll play... Bro, I don't know. Let's play a Team Star Grunt. Do I have a full art? I do. New Grunt? It's a good stall card. Let's go. Send it. Ship it. It's always good to see you live. I appreciate that, Yuki. We're only live like once a month these days because I'm super busy, but it is what it is. All right, let's play Worm Go here. Worm Dingo. Let's do it. I'm actually hyped. Imagine if this is just the most broken thing in the game. Here we go. Code Mads Battle. This will probably be the last whatever we do. I actually do like the new Grunt card. It sucks that it's not good into Hydreigon. Could play May. We're gonna play Stall Worm Dingo. And let's do it. We want to go second. We want to lead. There's a lot of things we want in this deck. Because quite frankly... Okay, we are going second. Can we not lead Gimme here? No, we lead Gimme. We just start Gimme Ghoul immediately. It's okay. We're going to donk the active, actually. We're going to... Yeah. We're going to continuous coin toss and KO this Absol right now. I hope you're prepared for it. I think Pokeflute's kind of a saucy play, though. Is there anything here better than Hydreigon or Altaria? I don't know if the things are better. I think there's a lot of potential and stuff. Like, it's hard to know. Hydreigon's just toxic, quite frankly. But I think Bellybolt's really good. I think Armarouge pairs really nicely with... Yeah, okay. Well. Let's see if we can get lucky on these coin flips here. That's heads. What is that, an item? It's a Pokeball. It is a Pokeball. What about Arboliva Chestnut? Bro, what? What is you talking about? So we led the one Pokemon we didn't want to lead, which coincidentally, you know, is not great. Let's go. I mean, Gimme Ghoul is kind of a broken card. If we're being completely honest with you, like we've seen this stuff before. This type of card is crazy. So I'm kind of all about it. Low key. Uh-oh. Oh no. We're about to get high rolled right back. We're about to get ice popped. It's coming right back. Yeah, the ice pop is he's reversing my thing here with ice pops. Sad to see here, unfortunately. Bro, this is why we banned ice pop. Like, this is why. This is the reason. There was a reason why we did it. We did it for a reason. I think we actually, though, I think we do just go into Orthworm now because we just tank a hit from Absol. Oh, he's got another one here. He's got more of them. Just join back, and that worm artwork's a bit sus. It is a little bit sus. I don't know what he's doing. This is like something out of Monster Hunter, low key. The copycat is so sus, quite frankly. So, like, what? Do we just... we never stay in here, no? I think we always just go into Worm. Because, no, there's no way he's got Sabrina, right? There's no way. I refuse to believe it. I actually refuse. I might even copycat, but I can't. He can't KO me, so Iron Supply it is. And we're gonna do the old classic. I think the whole concept of this deck, quite frankly, is to just go into Gimme Ghoul and attack twice and hope you win. The reverse copycat suspect. Team Star Grunt, sadly useless into Absol Hydreigon. I want him to attack me. I low-key do. Did we play Ice Pops in this deck? I don't even know if we did. You want to switch and use Core Barrier on Worm? We don't have Core Barrier, my friend, but yes. But yes, I would agree with that. He actually just goes into Hydra, which, to be fair, I did forget was a possibility. I did forget he could have just... He can just do that. Surreal Edge is good. Pair with Aegislash, you can get to 200. I don't know if it's good, but... So we actually do just get KO'd if we deal any damage to the active, because we get poison barbed here. I guess we could Sabrina, but... Oh, Core Barrier does actually low-key save us. So that's pretty funny. The issue is now we're stuck in a Golden Ghost, so we have to just do it. If we had a second Worm, it'd be different, you know what I mean? But we don't. And we probably should have kept that for, like, Flute Cheese. But we're doing 80. We're only doing 80. It's so bad. It's RIP, dude. If we didn't lead Golden Go, we would have had a shot. You know? We would have had a real chance, but... Well, you know, we still actually could do this, because if we KO Hydreigon in the active, he can't attack us next turn. So we just got to get lucky off of that shenanigans. You notice what he does 80 to me? There's a chance. Oh, no, we don't. We only have to hit him once. But then he can just go into the other Hydreigon, so don't really think that's possible. Also, this damage is nuts. The poison damage, we're just going to lose to poison. We would have had a better chance, I think, if we just had... Because we would have had 3 energies last turn. Would have had a real chance, I think. Would have had a real shot. But unfortunately... wasn't meant to be. I don't think there's any... I don't think it's possible for us to win here, sadly, so... Shout out to Gimme Ghoul. Shout out! Oh! LOL. Let's try to start Orthworm. But the thing is, if we play the deck like this, then the entire concept is going second and leading Orthworm, which, like, isn't always going to happen, coincidentally. And I think Hydreigon's always going to be really difficult, because there's a lot of HP on the board. Like, between Absol and double Hydreigons, like, I don't think we can attack them enough times to, you know. That's why I said you need one Lyra. Bro, I don't know what Lyra is helping us there with. Because our Pokemon has to be damaged for us to Lyra. I don't think that ends up working out. We'll try it. We'll try it. I think Meowth might even be better, though. I think Meowth might even be a better play. I just don't know if it's enough. That's why you might have to play Dialga, which is annoying. But no matter what, if you go first with any of this Golden Go stuff, it's just an absolute meme. It's kind of like Mag Cargo. That's kind of what this is. It's just like a bigger Mag Cargo. Might as well just use Melmetal. There's going to be games where this deck goes nuts. That's the inherent truth. It's just some games it will, some it won't. You know what I mean? We are going second, though. I mean, our hand is kind of gas. It's kind of saucy. Why Lyra when Leaf exists? Exactly. Orthworm has a 3 retreat cost. We're not retreating ever out of Orthworms. We're playing until Orthworm gets KO'd. That's the entire thing. Could Orthworm make Mega Steelix more viable? Potentially, actually. That's probably a better application for Orthworm than Golden Go. This is not a bad card. I think it's really important to note that Orthworm is a totally good card. It's just we need something to play it with. You know what I mean? Okay, so we really do need to just go for the Gimme Ghoul here. So I can't Sabrina, but I don't even care. So I'm just going to Copycat. We're at 120 HP now, big boys. No. 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 Right. And this is yet again another scenario where this is just very not good. You know? Like, what are we doing? We just iron supplied to an Orthworm. Like, that's horrible. This combo is nuts. You like that, Zen? You like the Orthworm into Orthworm, bro? Insanity. Infinite energies. It's the infinite energy glitch. Is Golden Go for every metal energy or any energy? Rampmons and Juggler could be funny. It's also a decent point, actually. Oh, okay, cool. What's the highest number of energy you got on Gold, dude? 3. This is our second game. But the answer is 3, sadly. So far. You know. It is possible. I'm not saying... Oh, the Grunt would have been sick this turn. We'll hit him with it next turn. It's all good. He doesn't even KO me, though. Again, like, there is a world here where we can just get a ton of energies onto Golden Go. And then we sweep. But that, like, the likelihood is quite low. You know? Orthworm into Mega Kang? Does this not specify Steel Pokemon? It doesn't specify Steel Pokemon. I just noticed that. Bro, we can Orthworm onto anything. The opportunities are endless. This card is crazy. This might be the best card in the set. What are we talking about? 100 HP basic, that just gives you +1 energy. Chips for 10. Is this not the greatest thing of all time in this entire game? It could be. It could be. We're getting KO'd by poison. Oh, no, we're not. That's insane. Free attacks? You love to see it. The Sabrina could be funny. Watch this, though. Boom! Hit him with the Team Star Grunt. It took it from the Hydreigon. That's hilarious, actually. That's low-key really funny. We love to see that. We're piling them up, dude. We're getting there. We're getting there. We will lose to a Sabrina, I think, this next turn, so I'm fully prepared for it. But it was a fun ride while it lasted. I think Meowth Poncho is our best shot. Bro, I think you lose to Sabrina. That's the issue. I think we lose to Sabrina. No way he has it, though. Best card in the set is for sure Cryogonal. Is Cryogonal in this set? Am I wrong? What's going on? Is there a Cryogonal in here? I need to look it up. I don't even believe you. I didn't see a Cryogonal. He plays Repel. We're cooked. We are absolutely cooked. There is, in fact, no Cryogonal. Sadly. If we top deck a core barrier, though, we actually, I think, just kind of win. Now, Sabrina and full send into their Absol. GG. True. Big facts. I mean, we are doing 200 damage on the board here. Okay. Do we... I'm going to research. Karthik, thanks for the sub. Core barrier. There it is. All right. So we get 2 of these off. I think this might do it for us. Bro. What is that? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm playing Meowth now, and the energy gen is just too slow. I think Orth is just better. I think Orth is better. You're calling it 200 in the Absol. I mean, we're hitting. We got 250 coming next turn, and we have. Have you seen the Pokeflute tech though, Zen? Have you seen that? Might not even be worth it to play this at this point with Absol on the board, but I think we might actually. Actually, we definitely play Flute. I don't think there's ever a world where we don't, right? Do we Flute here? Do we Doug Flutie here? We got to, right? Because it'll be Nihiligo, and that's only 70. What are your thoughts, opinions? What is the? Can somebody do the math for me here? Should we Flute or not? Do we Doug Flutie this turn? I don't know what's going on. Can somebody do the math for me? Anybody? Can anybody crunch the numbers? Should we Flute? I mean, you get the sauce, you got to use it. Bro, that's facts. Regardless of whether it's smart or not, I think we do it anyway. Bang. Might be the way to go. I mean, so what is this? 300 damage on the board? Send him with the Sabrina, too. No, it dilutes it. Don't do the Doug? Dude, we did it. We hit him with the Doug Flute. And we're going to Sabrina him, too. It's all right, dude. It'll work out. We just need 1 on the Hydra, and then 2 anywhere else. We got 6 targets. It's actually by 40. Let's go. Send it. It was worst case scenario, in fact. I think we threw, but the Flute was fun anyway. The Flute was fun anyway. I think the Sabrina also was a throw because he would have. I guess we would have KO'd him anyway. Hey, I had fun. It was a fun one. It was a good one. I don't think Flute was smart. I'll be honest, but Zen talked me into it. I think Zen talked me into it, bro. I think it was we do win without planes. I don't know why we're even playing planes. That's a great question. To be honest, that's a good question. Are we getting BM'd by Toady? Mads, I think you need new coin again? Bro. Why not add the new grass Pokemon? Stage 2 is 60 healing and discards 1 energy? It's a good question. The flute did not... I don't know. There's no guarantee that if we didn't Flute, we would have done it. So, you know. Also, objectively, Sabrinaing was an objectively incorrect play, I think, but... Oh, he took my Arven, bro. I had fun regardless. We got to refine the deck a little bit, okay? Does Training Ground Red Geo work with Golden Go? I mean, it would just work for the one instance where you tag the active, which I don't think's worth it. Shout out to Toady. Thanks for the gifteds. You owe me a couple more gifteds. I exited after the attack. Yeah, it's all good, bro. That's hilarious. I think Orthworm is kind of cracked, though. I think there's just a lot of opportunities to play this card. I think Orthworm's broken. Geo in Training Area worked pretty good. For what? For 20 on the active? What does that do? Late, but have you tried Meow yet? We have not tried Meow. So, I mean, starting Plains probably doesn't make a lot of sense. I do like the Flute play, though. I'm keeping the Flute sauce. Mars seems a little suspect, although I don't think we need it. And then what? Like, what is even the... Worm into Lickitung? That's crazy. You could worm into anything, bro. The possibilities are literally endless. Driftblim? My bad. Didn't mean to select that. Also, the one Gimme Ghoul is super sus. Why not go full worms and run Ortho with Onyx and Steelix? Dude, I think Steelix is legit, bro. I think you could play Orthworm and kind of fix a lot of the Steelix issues. One apron for gold? I don't think that's the whole point of the deck here, I don't think, is to take 10 less damage. Like, I don't think that's changing anything. Full worms. Training stadiums for plus 10? What is the plus 10 doing for? I don't know why we would do that. Adamant for mine. These are all horrible cards, guys. We need to come up with something better, quite frankly. I think Golden Go is kind of a meme, but I think Orthworm's broken. So that's how I feel about that. Orthworm E Generator. Rank starts on March 11th. Yes. No. We are getting delayed ranked seasons until the end of time, unfortunately. That is our future. What about Meowscarada and Ariados? I do like that concept with like Repels and Sabrinas. That could be pretty fun. Could be definitely very fun. You don't think Flute makes sense? I think it would make sense in certain scenarios, but listen, I don't think the entire deck makes a lot of sense. Honestly. Let's get out of here. I think Bellybolt is our savior. I think Bellybolt is the man, and we need to appreciate Bellybolt because it's gonna be the man. I don't know. I think Armor is just kind of broken too, honestly. I think there's a couple of cards that are really open-ended. I think we got to really explore with Electric Generator for sure. That's just gonna make so many different decks way better. But I also think like Arven is really interesting. I think we could probably do a lot with Arven. It's gonna make rare candy decks better, quite frankly, which we love. We love that. But it's also late. I need to record my set review video because I have to upload that. So we're gonna end the stream. It's already kind of late. It's 11:30. The update is out, Sweetgoon. The update is out. Yeah. Let's get out of here, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I had a lot of fun. We had a good little stream. We played some decks. I think some of this stuff's actually quite good. I think this set's pretty funny. Electric Generator, bring back Mega Amp. I think it's gonna make certain things way better. So, yeah, with Will, you can just play Will and guarantee it. It is kind of crazy, man. I think there's just so much to test. I think if we were really testing the meta, like I would just be going all in on Electric Generator. For sure. Grab the spoiler list and the info board if you need it. Don't forget, you guys got to go register, by the way. Don't forget to register for our tournament this weekend. PMPT number 22. Ice Pop Band. All of these new cards are legal, though. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's 4:30 a.m. where I am, dude. You guys are insane. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I had a ton of fun. Shout out. Sorry I was a little bit late. Again, I was just busy. I couldn't really get onto the stream in time. But peace out, Zen. Thanks for coming in, bro. Appreciate you, man. It's always good to have you. Yeah, you too, David. I love it. Grass Lover, thanks for the sub. Thanks for everybody that subbed on Twitch. Thanks, Toady, for the gifted memberships. I appreciate you guys. Thanks again. Thank you. All right, I'm just going to wrap it up. I got a lot to do. I got to record a whole video. So, let's do it, guys. I feel like every meta deck has a counter now. We'll see. We'll see. This weekend's going to be very interesting. That is it. Is Pop the only one banned? Ice Pop is the only card banned. Yeah, so... You can play whatever you want, but you can't play Ice Pop in it, which I think, honestly, is probably the smart move. But, hey, if people want it back, we'll bring it back later. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Have a good one. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.